What's going on, y'all? Welcome to Saturday Night Fever. Why Saturday Night Fever? Because you got to be sick to miss the show or sick to be on it. My first guest is Mr. Fatal J. Fatal, how you doing, sir?
Hi. Hello, everybody in the chat. I miss you.
And second, but not least, Mr. Damajanai. How you doing, sir?
Hey, how's everybody doing? It's your boy Damajan. I'm here with these fantastic panelists. We're going to have a great old time with you. We're going to do a little moving and grooving, shucking and jucking and jiving. Yeah.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey.
Hello, my right-time girl. Oh, well, thanks for everybody showing up. I know we were a few minutes late. That's my bad, but I'll do a little better next time. Want to say hello to the chat. What is going on, everybody? We got Ryan. We got the Social Introvert TV. What's going on? Miss Creole, good to see you. Mads Mama Bear, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Who else is in here? Fatal J, you're on. What are you doing? You can't be in the chat. You're on the page. Mary Mayhem stopping in to say hi. Sexy beasts all around. That's right. Thanks for stopping by. I know she's in. She's double dipping.
She has good taste.
So she's on. She's karaoke and checking out some studly men. Derek, how are you, buddy? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Long-time supporter of the channel. Thank you, sir. Okay, so, gentlemen. We are going to go ahead and get this thing started now. As soon as I pull up my thing. Here we go. So we've got some topics to go over. First off, we want to go with what is going on with you individually. What are you reading? What are you watching? What's going on with your channel? Damajan, I will go ahead and start with you, sir.
So I'm doing the Sacrilege, which is keeping up on the CW verse, the Arrowverse, which I've mentioned that a couple times. I know I don't dump all over Batwoman like how most people do. It's not a good show. Let's be perfectly clear. It's not a good show, but it's part of the overall Crisis on Infinite Earths, and I see a lot of potential with that. So that's why I'm watching it.
All right, we're gonna let you slide on that. That's fine. Everybody can be perfect, but you're pretty damn close. So you're pretty damn close. All right, what are you reading? What are you watching? What's going on with your channel?
Oh, it's on me?
It's on you, sir. It's on you.
All right, I don't froze out or something.
Oh no, we can still hear you. Can everybody hear me? Okay.
Did I freeze up?
You froze, but we hear you.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Am I back?
We can hear you. We still hear you the whole time. Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, I got you.
Can y'all see me?
We got
now
you. Now
we see you.
He's good.
Okay. I did something crazy to my computer. That's why it messed up. But what am I reading and what am I watching? Okay. Yes, Fatal J has ADD real bad. So if a show is mediocre, I can't watch it. If it sucks, I definitely can't watch it. So pretty much the only thing that I'm watching right now is Attack on Titans season 3. I'm almost done. And let me tell you something. This is probably the sickest anime I ever witnessed in my life. And your boy Fatal J is an anime fan. I'm telling you, the story, it's the action is dope, but the story is even better. So much drama, so much mysterious going on in this world. And now I'm thinking, okay, and this a little bit of spoilers, but not much. I'm thinking the Titans were evil. But now it's like the humans are more evil than the Titans. I'm talking about the people who run the government. And I know that we can relate to that, you know? So Attack of the Titans get a win. And if I get down to reading, I'm probably going to get the manga too.
Awesome. Well, as far as comics go, I just finished X-Men. I think I actually finished it just a couple days ago. It's pretty good. It picks off where Jonathan Hickman did that short run, that House of X. I'm sure you've seen Second Street Marvel talking about this series, this artist and the author. It's pretty good. It was a little slow. It was kind of focused on Cyclops more than the whole team, but I think it's going to be one of those slow burns. Well, it should pick up pretty good next week. I just cracked this one. I think I talked about this last week. The Force Unleashed. It's the comic. Goes along with the game. Goes a little bit into some of the stuff you don't get to play in the game. You don't get to see in the game. So that's pretty interesting. And I wanted to give a shout out to another small YouTube channel, Epic Blades Reviews. These guys, what they do is they go and they check out the greatest, the most high quality blades and knives and swords that you can get on eBay or at your local swap meet. And I wanted to give let's take a little look. Let me show do a screen share here. We're going to take a look at one of their videos so you can see just how ridiculous these guys are.
Yeah, let's see.
Here we go.
Blade analysis. Not even a scratch. Test number 3. Hans gets the Flammenwerfer.
What is he burning?
He's burning a sword. So if you ever wanted to know how much abuse your swap meet $2.95 sword can take, go to their channel and check them out. They're a bunch of guys that they serve the military. They make these silly, funny videos. They fought for your freedom, and now they're fighting for your subs and your views. So if you don't mind, go check them out. And if you think it's funny, then go ahead and maybe give them a like, and maybe think about giving them a sub. They got about, I think, 52 subs.
So I didn't know that you wanted something that I was reading, but I will tell you something that I just finished reading.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, give us a review. What's your take?
I did a review up on my channel, but this is really good. I mean, this is I love the chromium and everything. I didn't want to take it out of the plastic, honestly. And when they shipped it, it came with the everything. Like had the cardboard, everything, had some stickers, all that good stuff. So I liked it. The only drawback that I had with this is that it really was more like playing catch up, because he did this like back in the 90s. So he basically kind of revamped it, and I just thought that the mother portion of it, because Cyberfork's mom, and I'm trying to be vague with it because I don't want to give too much away. Right. Cyberfork's mother in here, you would think she'd be a little more powerful. That's all I'm saying. But I'll leave it at that. But other than that, it's good. It's a good comic. This is actually the first comic I bought in a very, very long time. But yeah, the last comic I bought that was actually relatively mainstream was actually the Buffy Angel season 6 and 8 for the continuation from the show. It's really? direct sequel. It plays right off like. The season 8 starts out. I don't know if you will watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I did,
but,
yeah.
I love that show. I'm due for another watching. I got the DVD box set in my back here. It starts up. Remember in the end where she made all the potential slayers, and they blew up the Hellmouth. Right. It starts from there. From there. Like that. They actually the government views Buffy as a terrorist because the Sunnydale blew up, and they think that she did it.
That's interesting.
Interesting. Yeah.
So you're saying this got 2 seasons, 2 complete seasons now?
You mean for
the comics?
Actually, it goes longer. It's more to it. Honestly, I've been slacking off. I got more I need to get.
Wow. Okay, I guess we lost Fatal, but I'm sure he's coming back. He's probably got to restart his computer. So yeah, I just wanted to give those guys a plug because I know them, and it's just one of those goofy things you see, and it may not be everybody's cup of tea, but I think we got him back.
There you go.
I'm back.
Fam, your internet sucks, man.
No, man. I'm gonna tell you why my stuff is tripping. Okay, I'm calling myself buying some Wi-Fi extenders and thinking that's gonna make give it just a little bit of boost, but I think my stuff is messing up even worse now.
What company do you got?
Man, I don't know. It's some kind of bootleg company called Zyrtec or something.
Ugh, I got Optimum. They ain't cheap, but at least they work.
So they call so it's called Optimal.
Yeah, I got Optimal online.
Shoot me that name on Twitter so I can get them.
All right. They're not cheap though. I'll tell you that right now.
No,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna have to pay for something expensive, bro.
Yeah.
Cause your stuff is smooth, so I know it's working. I've never seen your stuff ever mess up like mine. My stuff is bootleg. Trust me.
I'll do that, Derek. I'll put that link out. I've got Fatal. Are you plugged in or are you on Wi-Fi?
I'm on Wi-Fi and I'm plugged in right now.
Oh, okay.
Well, I have my laptop hardwired. Like, it's a few things I don't mess around with. Okay, my PlayStation and my YouTube hardwired. I don't play around. I don't play around with that wireless stuff. Hardwired.
So you don't do wireless when you do YouTube?
No.
The only time I'm wireless if I'm on my cell phone, like when I'm doing SBGD and I'm in my car. I got no choice. But
so you hooked up to Ethernet with
Yep.
the Ethernet cord? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Yep.
But my stuff looking legit now in the chat, so maybe I needed to get out and come back on. It's kind of like reset it or something.
Sometimes that helps. If you're gonna, just to get the best results. So yeah, definitely plug in if you can.
Yeah, because I remember you was the first person to tell me about that, Fox.
Oh yeah. All right, so let's move into our first topic, gentlemen. And I know I may be the only one here that's actually seen this, but Terminator Dark Fate bombs, or so they say. Now, it's only Friday, so it's kind of hard to call it a bomb just yet. The numbers aren't quite in, but they got the numbers for Thursday and Friday, and they are not looking good. So let me go and take a look at this article here. And it's kind of surprising in a way, but in a way it's not.
Yeah, one of the biggest things that we noticed that happened is they went full Disney Lucasfilm.
Exactly.
And they had the director, saying this is going to scare the F out of you if you're a male toxicity guy. I'm like, listen, this is the thing that annoys me about this. Your base fans, their fan base, right? Your core fan base is guys. There's no
Real
girls.
talk.
I mean, you look. Let's be 100%. We got some.
Let's just be real with it.
We got some lovely ladies in the chat. We got some lovely ladies in the fandom minutes. We do. But guess what? We already had them. You're not gonna get anybody. When I was growing up, me talk about Star Wars or anything, I was the geeky nerd. There was no girls trying to holler at me when I was talking about Star Wars. Now as an adult, I got more of a little bit of a follow. We got the connection through the fandom minutes and everybody out here on YouTube. Yeah, you're gonna have some. It's just by the what they call that the process of elimination. You're gonna get some ladies inside the fandom. It's gonna happen. There's no way it's not gonna have ladies. But you got to think about it like this here. Same thing with Star Wars. Same thing with Terminator. Same thing with James Bond. All the stuff. The bulk of your fan base are guys. Why would you say this is going to turn off guys? Listen,
and that's the kicker, Dimaggio. Now watch this. A lot of women want the male leads in there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I hear that all the time.
Ladies,
I hear that all the time where they say, "What happened to the guy lead? Why is he not in this?"
Ladies don't want to see ladies doing guy things. Ladies want to see guys do guy things.
Exactly.
Check it out. Watch this.
Exactly.
My wife hated Captain Marvel, but she loved Logan in the Wolverine movies. Now I noticed she started drooling when he started taking his shirt off and all that. But
it's true.
She respect good male lead movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
What up, Rev Kev? What up, Snow Dub? Snow Dub, you still owe me money, bro. I forgot about that.
What up, Kermit the Log? How you doing, man? I seen you in the chat. I seen you.
Kermit the Log, we gonna do some amazing things together, brother.
There he is.
Kermit, we gonna do some amazing things, brothers. The world better be ready.
I don't know if it's ready. I don't know if it can be ready, Fatal.
I don't know if they're ready.
They're ready. Buckle up.
All I gotta say, I'm gonna give y'all a hint, chat.
He's coming for your topics. You better lock him up. Better put him under lock and key. It's happening. All right, let's go back to this article real quick. And these numbers, y'all gotta hear this, okay? These numbers are crazy. Think about this. This is a Terminator movie, big franchise. Okay, you got Linda Hamilton's come back.
Yep.
All right, we get our Sarah Connor. We got Arnold Schwarzenegger. Paramount's Terminator Dark Fate is looking very soft after an estimated $10.6 million on Friday. $10.6 million. Now, it only made, I think, 2.5 or 2.8 million on Thursday. So it's only like 14 million right now. They're estimating that it's going to be, it's actually going to come up shy of 27 million. $27 million.
That's bad, bro.
I mean, that's not even, it's just crazy to think about.
28 million is a big flop.
And I remember when they was just talk smack about Alita. Alita gonna blow Terminator Dark Fate out the water. Alita's gonna
without a doubt. Yep.
I love me some Alita. Please believe that. Please.
But
believe
why do we see these movies flopping, but Hollywood can't see these movies? Is they think they're just gonna get that one? Because think about it, guys. This year, did they have a SJW movie that actually did good besides Captain Marvel?
Pick one. I can't find it.
I don't know, and really, I really don't trust the numbers for that Captain Marvel either.
I never did.
It's just something in my heart and souls that says those numbers are not correct. Something shady was going on with that.
The same way I feel, and I know this is tinfoil hat time. I'm put it on. Tinfoil hat time, right? And there's no way you could tell me Disney wasn't fudging those numbers a little bit. There's no way. There's no way. Because Captain Marvel was so mad. It wasn't. Listen, this is me. I don't know about y'all. My favorite MCU movie is still The Winter Soldier. That's my favorite one. I love it. Like first off, I've always been a Cap fan. Cap's been like my second. Actually, I'm lying to you. When I was growing up, it was always Spider-Man, Hulk, and then Captain America. But I learned to appreciate Cap even more. Once I started learning, like, yo, he's from Brooklyn, from me, like where I'm from. So I'm like, I love what he said. And when he's fighting the Red Skull, he's like, yeah, I'm just a kid from Brooklyn. I was like, I love it. So that's why I always I like the first Captain America too. Like, please believe, like the Captain America 1, Captain America 2 was great. When he got the Civil War was really more like, Avengers 2.5. It really was most like an Avengers movie for the most part.
It was a fan service movie.
It was. That's fair.
But I really, when it comes down to nuts and bolts, I think Winter Soldier was the best one because they didn't do this stupid, comedy. It was semi-serious, really.
And my close second, because I'm like you, Winter Soldier is my number one. My close second, and it might tie with Winter Soldier, is Logan. Straight serious through the whole.
That's not an MCU movie. That's not.
MCU. But it still got that Marvel tag on it.
Yeah. If you're gonna do that, then I have to put Logan in it. But I'm talking about as far as MCU.
Okay. Straight MCU. Winter Soldier. But if we just talking about Marvel as a whole, Logan might tie up with Winter Soldier, if not better.
You want me to tell you what really gave me watching this movie back in the day, this is the older one, but what gave me the chills, the feels, like I got the feels, was Spider-Man 1 and 2. Like, I love Spider-Man, the with the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
I was thinking about that today.
Yep.
Those two, when I remember when they at the end of that movie, and even though I know it was a cheesy song, but that song they had Hero at the end of it, I love that it just fits Spider-Man so well. You know what I'm saying? And then Spider-Man 2 was great. You know what I'm saying? So,
that Spider-Man 2, if I just really look back at all the Spider-Man movies.
And it holds up to this day. It holds up.
That Spider-Man 2 was serious, bro. I mean, just the overall tone. You know what I'm saying? It was cheesy, but Spider-Man supposed to be cheesy at some point. The
only drawback from that is my own little nitpick is the fact that he didn't have his web shooters. But the thing I loved about that Spider-Man, they made him. He wasn't a joke. He's not. Spider-Man is not Iron Man light. Okay.
Yeah.
Spider-Man is Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, if you really want to.
Iron Man follows Spider-Man, not the other way around.
Now, if you really want to get serious with it, Spider-Man is actually bigger than Iron Man.
He is. Spider-Man is the face of Marvel.
Yeah.
But Spider-Man is the face of Marvel.
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah. And there's something about, I'm with you. I mean, those first Spider-Man movies, I mean, there's something about that first one where he's going through the struggle of becoming Spider-Man. We've all kind of been there, been, the kid that gets maybe picked on, you get marginalized, you're not really thought too much of. And then he's able to sort of break through that and take that power. And that song, Hero, I think I probably still own the soundtrack. I think I got that on my phone. It's just something, you want to stand up and you want to be that hero. And that's what's so great about these movies. I mean, the little guy, I like Spider-Man. I like Hulk too, because it's the same thing. A weakling call on this power to become stronger, to rise to the occasion, right? To do whatever amazing thing it is that they need to do, which is probably also why I like Dragon Ball.
A lot of people sleep on this, but I like the Incredible Hulk, the one with
Edward
Norton. I love that.
I don't know why people hate on that movie. That was one of the dopest movies.
I like that movie. A lot of people say, "Oh, listen." First off, here's the one thing I always say. This is the key to Hollywood out there. You listen to me. Listen very close to me. Right? Your movie has to have a strong villain, not necessarily physical strength.
Yes.
Not necessarily mental strength. Has to be well-rounded, strong. Your protagonist needs to have something to get over. If you have somebody who can beat your person without picking up a lightsaber and beats the person the first time, that is not a good protagonist. You need the Hulk is the strongest image. That's the one thing about the Hulk, as opposed to like Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel, they gotta tell you, all these outer people tell you Captain Marvel's the strongest. Hulk tells you he's the strongest. He says Hulk strongest there is. And when he fights somebody like the Abomination who could take the Hulk, that's where you get a good story. You know what I'm saying?
You got my gears turning now, because I'm thinking about that movie now, and I like how they just jump into it that he was already Hulk. Spider-Man messes up where every time we get a new actor, we got to go through his starting to be Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that.
That's a really good point. That's a really good point. They did all that just in the opening credit scene. You saw the recap of everything. Yeah, that was a great way to do that.
Exactly.
And get right into the action.
Yep.
And I'm gonna tell you what else was dope that we overlooked. In that Hulk movie, the villain evolved into what was his name? Abomination.
Yeah, that's a good point too.
Yeah.
We saw him, gradually go into the villain. I thought that was dope.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. And another thing that's a little what they call that Easter egg was that the way they showed him get his powers was the Bill Bixby one from the old TV show.
Yeah.
I love that. Because that was. Let me tell you something. Actually, I was watching my YouTube and somebody had a clip of a old Incredible Hulk show, and it was with Bill Bixby, and it had
Lou Ferrigno.
It was all them, but it was basically like he was in the hood. Basically, he was dealing with drug dealers, and it was funny. The funny thing, like you hear the old talk, the way they was talking baid then. He said, go put Whitey in the car with the car. You know what I mean? Like this is back. That's how they was talking back in the 70s. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
right.
And they put him in the bathroom with a panther. He said, I put the white cat with the black cat to see who wins, right? So then you hear the cat rumbling, and then you hear the cat, and then you just hear him turn to the Hulk, and he just throw it like, roar!
It wasn't Kevin, the green cat, was it?
The white cat turned green. And that's nothing too in that movie too. They had Lou Ferrigno in there. He did a cameo in there. He was a security guard.
Yeah. He was walking out with Stan Lee.
Yep. Yeah. I love that movie. He's still
Benzo, the nostalgia critic is dope. I love him. He's still making YouTube videos.
I think so. Yeah.
That dude is like one of the kings of YouTube. Like when YouTube first started, I used to watch all his stuff, man. That dude hilarious, man.
Captain Marvel was trash. Captain Marvel always works her way into the conversation, doesn't she?
Well, unfortunately, we have no choice now because she's been injected into the conversation. So there's no way of getting around her at this point.
No, I mean that's right. That's right. I mean, that's why I think that's why we get so upset about the decisions they make, because they stick with us. They stick with us for years, especially when you got the MCU where it's a one big continuous story. You know?
Yes.
It's crazy.
So, yeah, we went a little bit on a tangent there, but yeah.
No, that's okay. That's okay. No, I love just let it flow, let it go. Yeah, this is it's all therapy. Demaj and I, it's all therapy. All right, let's go to the next topic. The topic we never seem to get to because we got other people jumping in, and the conversation just kind of takes over.
Yeah,
and that is Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, all things Dragon Ball.
Yes,
that's right. Kamehameha. Yoi. So much.
Y'all know that this conversation here might last us about 3 hours.
You know what? I wish I could put. I don't know if I could put this on. It's really cheesy. It really is cheesy. But somebody took. You know what? I'll see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. It's a cheesy. It's really really cheesy. But it's music. But I don't think anybody would be able to claim it because it's literally like somebody did some remix stuff.
Well, I just played some Puff Daddy in the beginning.
Well,
so that's all right. So if anything's wrong, it's me. For those of y'all in the chat that maybe you're not familiar with this, you don't really know what we're talking about. Maybe you're not even into anime. Dragon Ball is got some of those elements that we talk about when we talk about superheroes, people that are able to call upon strength that is beyond themselves to rise up and face a new challenge. So similar to Spider-Man, Hulk, all these other characters. The characters in Dragon Ball are sort of similar. So, they're able to train and ascend to higher levels. You know, they can turn what's called Super Saiyan and beyond, calling on different powers, transforming and fighting the bad guys. And so that's just some of the reason why I think I love it. Fatal, what are your thoughts on just, I guess, why you like it in general?
I don't know. I just never saw a show like that. Like, it seemed like Dragon Ball Z, is really living that comics. Like, it's like breathable comics, moving comics, just dudes just blowing up half the city, blowing up half the planet. And then the hero sometimes, or most of the times, he get beat down so bad. You go through that journey with him. Sometimes, even though Goku is the strongest being in existence, he can get beat down so bad. You're like, dang, can you stop? I'm ready for him to win again. You know?
Yeah. Some of these sagas we have where they fight an enemy and they can't beat the enemy, so they got to run away. And then you see 10 to 20 episodes, they're training. They're trying to figure out, how do we go beyond? How do we come up with a different way to counter this threat? Whether it was Frieza, really about Cell and the whole Cell saga and how the enemy was changing too. It wasn't just, it started out as the androids. And then we saw that, like 18 and 19, and we saw that they weren't even the real threat. It was 17 and 18. And then you had Cell on the horizon, and the threat just kept growing. So they had to kept sort of train and come up with a way to overcome all this. And I loved that story arc in Z where they're trying to figure out, you don't even know who's going to rise to the top because Goku's not strong enough. Vegeta's not strong enough. There's not a clear path to victory. They don't know how they're going to do it. And as soon as they get something figured out, then you got Cell coming in, absorbing 17, and all of a sudden now Piccolo can't take him, So then you got Vegeta shows up and he goes Super Vegeta and he gets cocky.
I love that part too. You want me to tell you something funny? I'm going to tell you something funny. So I had to be, so I'll give you a little secret about me. Right? When it came to Dragon Ball Z, I didn't like Dragon Ball Z at first. And when I say at first, I'm talking before it was mainstream. We're talking way. All right, so remember when Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was big? Yeah. When everything was Turtles? So I remember I had this turtle game.
I still love Turtles.
Right? I had the Super NES. It was a turtle fighting game. One of the baddest fighting games I ever had in my life, right?
I had it too on Sega Genesis.
My buddy comes over. He says, I got this game here. And I'm like, what is this? So you remember it used to be Super Nintendo is West. Super Famicom was the Japanese version.
Yes.
He had the Super Famicom Dragon Ball Z fighting game. It was in total. This dude, he was like a prodigy. He knew how to read all this stuff. And he had to customize the freaking thing. He had to shave the thing down and put it in the Super NES.
Yeah.
Because the Super Famicom had rounded edges. The Super Nintendo had square edges. So he had to. So I wasn't big on it. So I was at my nephew's house one time watching. You know, he's probably about maybe 3 or 4. No, actually, he was younger than that. No, he was 3 or 4. Yeah, because he's a little older than my goddaughter. And we had it all watching it, and I was like, and Nappa was sitting there like this. He's like, oh, and he rolls up the city. I'm like, what the F is this, right? You know, not understanding what the whole point of it was, that them charging up was to bring drama to it, right?
Right.
So what's that? You know, fast forward, I ended up starting liking it. I liked it so much that when my ex-girlfriend was pregnant with my goddaughter, you know, she's like, say, you're not gonna have my daughter with that freaking Dragon Ball Z-ish, right? You're not gonna have her doing that. When she was probably an infant, I used to be like, when she's probably like maybe 3 or 4 months old, I would be like, Kamehameha, and I would tickle her all the time. She used to think it was the most funny thing ever. By the time she was 3, I had her doing Kamehamehas. She had really curly hair, and she used to have it out. She looked like a baby Goku.
Oh, you gotta be kidding! Did you ever try to do the hair like with the spikes?
I couldn't do it because the hair was way too curly. It was all over the place.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I got her into it so much, and then like she just had a baby, right? Hold on one second. I hope she doesn't watch this. Just hold on. I want to be right back.
Go ahead.
All right, because I want to ask a question to 19K.
Yes, sir.
Do you think Goku is a good husband and a good father?
No. So, I love the character. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like how he's kind of an eternal child, but he's a horrible husband and father.
He a horrible husband, bro. Have you noticed throughout the whole series, he never told Chi-Chi he loves her. Have you peeped that out?
I don't think he's ever said that, has he?
He never hugged her. He never kissed her. Now she kissing and hugging on him, but he never hugged and kissed her. Now, peep game. When it come to Bulma, he was patting her on the butt. Remember that? But he didn't know what a butt was. Remember that?
Look at that.
Oh, that's dope. I like that.
I got it from my little grandson. Well, my goddaughter's son, so I just call him my grandson anyway. But
that's awesome.
So hopefully they don't see this. It's supposed to be coming to us as a surprise.
Imagine now. We were talking about Goku is a horrible father, and he's a horrible husband, but yet we still love him. So do that make us hypocrites too?
Nah.
Does that think about this? Is you considered a great person if you can save the universe, but at the same time you're a horrible father and you're a horrible husband? Now think about that.
He's not really a bad dad when you think about him. You got to figure he's an alien.
But peep this though. When have he really raised Gohan? It was really Chi-Chi raising Gohan.
Yeah.
Remember, every time Gohan would go out and fight, what would she say? You need to be in your books. You need to study. Remember that? And then Gohan grew up. He gave up fighting, and he went to studying. Remember? And that's how he became a weak character.
I hated that too.
I hated that too.
Gohan's my dude.
Goku should have stayed dead. Gohan should have just continued to train and take over. Yep.
Fox,
exactly what should happen.
Just think about this, because they could have killed it like this. Gohan was the king when they came to the Cell Saga at the end.
Yes.
If they was really planning on getting rid of Goku, they could have just passed the torch to Gohan. We would have accepted that.
They had it set up, and you could have had Goku in Otherworld having his adventures, his side quests, his whatever. But the main story could have been Gohan, and then as he goes through some hard times, his dad's able to kind of give him some words of wisdom or whatever. From
like a ghost.
Yes.
Just like he did at the very end of the Cell Saga. Remember, he came and kind of gave him that little boost, and then he kept it moving and left.
Who here still gets chills every time they see that one-handed Kamehameha?
Man,
listen, dude. Now I don't know. Were you listening to the Bruce Falconer soundtrack, or were you listening to the original Japanese version?
I still got the original. I still got the Bruce Falconer music on my phone.
I have that too. Like a lot of people like I when it comes to the Super, I like the Japanese version just because you're getting it faster. But there's nothing like the Vegeta theme when they play that piano. Like when everybody's fighting him and when everybody's shooting a beam at Cell and then you hear the music, the piano in the back, and you're like, Vegeta, boom! Like you know, it's just about to go down once you hear the Vegeta music come in.
Like, do it now, Gohan, and they just unleash it. And the blast is like it's huge. It's the size of a city when he does it.
The funny thing is speaking of Vegeta music, y'all got to be hyped right now. So I remember when Dragon Ball Z was really popping, right? I would get the VHSs because I don't know if you can see it, but I'll show you. Let me see. If you look right here.
You
see
there,
right here?
Look at your
you
TV.
See right here?
Look at your TV, bro.
Her? Yeah.
That's what I was talking.
Oh. You see right here on my bookshelf? That's all my collection of Dragon Ball.
Ooh, nice.
Right? So, there you go.
Oh yeah,
I used to love that too,
man.
So, when they first fought the 19 and 20, and my favorite line, I get hyped every time I hear this. He's like, so tell me, this is a machine such as yourself ever experienced fear? And he's like, yo, it was me, my two little brothers, and their two best friends, right? I had to be probably like 19, 20 years old. And we're like in the middle of my mom's room, her living room, and we're all acting like we're charging up. My mom walks in like, what am I looking at? We just sitting there. We're like, ah!
I love it. Now watch this, bro. Have y'all ever been on YouTube and seen that black boy?
Oh, I seen that. Yeah,
you seen him?
I seen that. I would never record myself doing that. I'm just saying.
No.
You might have to put this up on screen share so you can laugh into eternity. It's a little black boy. He went viral. He said today I'm gonna turn into a Super Saiyan.
I seen it. That was so.
He took his shirt off. I mean, I really think from looking at that video, he really thought he was gonna turn into a Super Saiyan. And I'm talking about you can see veins popping out his neck, muscles bulging. He bought this big, and he just.
I think I found it. Let me see if I can.
It's a little black kid. Now I know he way older than what he is now, but you need to peep that out, bro. It's the most hilarious thing on earth. It's hilarious, man. Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
When I need to grow my
we gotta have ads.
No, I hate ads.
Come on.
No, I don't, because I'm trying to get monetized.
Well, oh, look at this. It's got over 1 million views.
Yeah, this went viral a few years back.
Yeah. That's how you go viral. Make a fool of yourself.
YouTube.
This it right here.
Here we go.
It's something that's been on my heart for a long time.
It's been on his heart, Dimanche.
All I ever wanted to be in life was a Super Saiyan.
I am with you on that.
Just look at them and just wonder, like, how come I'm just a human being? I'm so worthless.
Come on, man. You ain't worthless, man. You're just not a Saiyan. That's all.
And I just feel like when I see superheroes, why can't we be that exciting and that?
Because we're not animated, man. It's really he wants to be on time. He wants to teleport.
Wow, she about to start laughing hard in a minute. Watch this.
Just thinking about it, I realize something. All of that is possible and more. It's all in here.
Oh boy.
It's all in your mind. Think about anything that you ever tried to do. You thought to yourself, man, I could never do that. But
he get motivational now.
He is.
And you actually achieved it, didn't you?
He's about to lay it down.
If he just stopped there, it'd been motivational speaking, but he's gonna take it to the next level.
He gonna take it to the next level. A Super Saiyan 2. He gonna take a Super Saiyan 2.
I'm starting to believe he can go Super Saiyan. He's got me thinking.
See in a minute. Boss, you finna see in a minute. Trust me.
I saw a Chinese man set a piece of paper on fire.
He saw yeah, he was using a lighter.
He was watching Bruce Lee movies.
Channel that energy through the creation of his mind.
Whoa.
His mind believed and what he's.
This is it, man.
The power that he had.
He's gonna do it.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Man, I'm gonna subscribe to his channel.
Your mind can create that force. because your mind is just this powerful machine that is, whatever you set it to, and you believe,
you can do it.
You work towards achieving it.
You can do it.
You can do it.
You can be a cartoon character.
Do it, and I believe I can be a Super Saiyan.
Here, watch this.
This side of me to the world.
Chat, get ready. You supposed to laugh hard.
Fado, he's putting it out there. He's putting himself out there.
I'm telling you, everybody supposed to start laughing. I promise you.
I'm gonna attempt to go Super Saiyan on film. I'm believing, and I'm gonna create that energy and channel through my mind.
Young man, don't do it.
Come
on.
Super Saiyan, I might turn.
He's letting you know it. Now listen, I might go half. I might go all the way.
This is my first attempt. Music on. Super Saiyan 3 go.
Peep the music though. It's the Vegeta music.
Yo.
See, this is where he's messing up. He's playing Super Saiyan 3. You got to start with Super Saiyan 1, man.
Peep this.
Look how he getting ready, though. I'm just saying, like, how you getting ready, though.
I don't know.
All right.
He was smart for putting on the music, though.
Oh! It's going to happen.
Get ready to laugh.
I'm laughing already.
You need to call.
I can't breathe. I can't
Pops, you gotta keep going. Pops, you gotta keep going.
I can't.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Pops, you didn't even see the ending, bro.
Oh shit. Oh my god.
I thought he was gonna stare a hole through his camera, man. He was.
Oh,
serious. I felt bad. I felt like I was.
Hold on. I can't take it. I can't. It's gonna be windy in here. I can't. I had to put the fan on, bro.
Turn the fan on. We'll be all right.
It's crazy. Yeah, bro. I was gonna die from that, man. Just how you doing a head flip, like he going into a trance.
He's getting ready, boy. Oh, it's the power of the imagination.
Oh my god!
Do y'all see what Dragon Ball Z do to people?
Yeah,
this is what it does. See,
look, man. They talk about the Joker doing bad things to the youth. That was doing bad things to the youth.
He may have busted a blood vessel in his forehead. Good guy.
All right. So we'll put this on for you right now. It's a little cheesy, but
it's okay.
You'll feel me when I talk about it. So I got to take my headphones off real quick. So hold on.
Okay. I just showed a video of a kid shooting a sword with a flamethrower. I'm not worried about cheesy right now.
Okay. All right.
I kind of set a little bar.
All right. Hopefully this doesn't give too much reverb on it because I have to play it. I don't know how to do it where it goes through the speakers. So I'm not high tech. You know, I'm a bit of an Xer. So, all right, let's see if this works. All right, here we go.
Get over here!
Saying you can fight. I get excited. The prospect of finishing off a warrior who's bigger than I. And you're never mistaken.
I thought I heard Ninja Turtles in there too.
That was actually Cell.
Cell?
That's the Japanese voice.
Oh, that's right. That's why I was messing me up.
I love this part.
So, do you feel like taking on a real Saiyan? Well, speak up, holler, because if you do, come and get a piece of me.
Vegeta right there.
Thanks for the critique, Kakarot, but would you mind not butting in? So far, I've done pretty well looking after myself. You see, Super Saiyans tend to be violent. I've only realized that up until now I've only been toying with you.
And that's it for the cheesiness.
I like that. It's got that early 2000s sort of beat to
Mortal
it.
Kombat sound to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What y'all think about that movie, the Mortal Kombat movie, the first one?
Yep.
The first one was good. The second one, what the freak was that?
Man, that was bad. It was real bad.
The first Mortal Kombat movie?
No, the second one.
Oh, the second one was terrible. The
Yeah,
first one, the first one wasn't bad. It had people captivated, man. I remember when I was watching that. And I was in there with my boy. We went in there deep. We was like maybe like 10 of us, like 10 hood cats.
Man,
we all
telling
watching
you.
Mortal Kombat, and then when they freaking fight that little thing, and then he come down, he's like reptile, and they used the same. They did the same. The voice for the game. Everybody's like, oh!
You know, I lost it when he was like, "Get over here," and you see his hand, and it opens up, it splits, and the spear comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
That was the sickest fight to me on that movie was Johnny Cage versus Scorpion.
Scorpion.
I used to have a VHS and I used to just watch that 1,000 times over.
What was that? I forget the name of that one. They had like a fan film of it, and they had I think I had Mike John White. He was in there. I think he played Jax. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure, but I think it's on YouTube. My man who plays Spawn. My man who plays Spawn.
No, he wasn't in those, bro.
I said it was a fan film. It was a fan film.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was pretty. It was dope too. Like, you ever tell you something? If I know it's a little off topic, but if y'all want to see something that's pretty dope for like anime / gaming,
Yeah.
there is what's his name? It was called Street Fighter Iron Fist, something like that. What's the name? Hold on, I gotta get the right name for it.
Yeah,
but it's a
Scorpion did. He would pull it for a fatality. He would pull his mask off, and his whole face was just a skull. He would shoot fire.
Exactly.
Out.
Yeah.
One of the many fatalities back in the day.
Bro, but I was watching, I don't know if y'all know Angry Nintendo Nerd YouTube. Y'all heard of that guy? He broke down that second movie. Bro, I didn't even notice how bad that movie was. Some of the death scenes, like when it was somebody that got killed and they got thrown into an inferno, they used that 2 times in a row for 2 different characters. The same stunt man. It was like by the second half of the movie, it's like they started losing money or something, so they started reusing a lot of stuff.
I don't know what happened because it wasn't like the first movie was super high budget. I mean, they could have kept it about the same, right? But I don't know if maybe the actors got greedy or what. But
it's called Street Fighter Assassin's Fist. It's on Assassin's Fist.
Oh, I got that, bro.
That is
Assassin's Fist.
That's dope fan film too.
Super dope. I got it somewhere. Let me pull it up. Fox, have you ever seen that Street Fighter Assassin's Fist?
No,
You got it. It's a live action.
Bro.
They did that just like the game, bro.
It's
Bro,
live action.
they did. Let me tell you something. They did it perfectly. Ryu, Ken, how they got their powers, the history behind it. Bro, even the fireballs looked legit.
Yeah.
Man, I got
and
that somewhere, bro.
they based it off of their storyline, which insists is inclusive of Goken, Goki. Yep, you got it. That's it.
Bro, this here is a shocker. If you haven't seen it, chat, trust and believe, this is one of the sickest Street Fighter adaptations I ever witnessed in my life, bro.
Dope. It is dope.
It's dope. I give it a 10 out of 10. And it looked like the Majin, they didn't spend that much money on it.
They sure didn't. And they did the right amount of budget. The closest thing that I could get to that as far as a Street Fighter animated cartoon was Street Fighter Generations. The rest of the movie sucked, but the beginning of it, we show how Goki became Akuma.
Man,
that was dope,
bro.
Like,
he was a beast.
You see him like because he, it's basically they implied that Ryu is his son. It's not really said, but they say it's implied that Ryu is Akuma's son. That's why Ryu can tap into the Hano no Satsu. The Hatsu no Hatsu
Hadouken.
No, it's Satsu no Hado. That's what it is. Satsu no Hado. That's what it is.
Assassin's Fist, right?
What's that?
Assassin's Fist. That's what it's called.
Yeah, Assassin's Fist. Yeah.
Fox, I'm telling you, you order this, bro.
It was on YouTube. I don't know if it's still up there. It might still be up there.
This is when YouTube don't put up sick movies like this, bro.
When I first seen it, it was on YouTube. I'm telling you, it was.
Oh, you right, because it was on YouTube, but it was in sections, like episodes.
Yeah, exactly. They got,
but they mashed them together and made it a movie.
Yeah,
but I'm telling you, Pop, order this, and I'm telling you, you're gonna thank me later, bro.
Yes,
I give this a 10 out of freaking 10.
I'm ordered. Now for me, the gold standard before I heard about this, the gold standard was always Street Fighter 2, the animated movie.
Yes. In the
90s.
I still had that on my freaking. It came with the Street Fighter Street Fighter Anniversary Edition for PlayStation 3. It came with the disc in it, and I have it still.
Oh no, I didn't know that. No, I bought it on Blu-ray. Yeah. Damn, I didn't know that.
I'm better than y'all. I got it on VHS from a rental store.
Hold up. I thought something was going to top y'all. Did you know that Street Fighter? They had the Street Fighter 50. The 30th edition that came out.
Yeah.
I bought that for PlayStation 4. Yeah. Let me tell you something. The one game I never played or beat was Street Fighter 1.
Oh, the first. Oh, yeah. The first.
That game is so effing hard. It is so hard. Yo, you can't do it. Like, you could do their moves, like the Hadouken, but it's really like a secret move. You got to do it the right way in order for it to come out. Not like the other one had a nice flow and it's just the hurricane kick. You can do it. But let me tell you something. I got up to Birdie because Birdie's an original character. Birdie from Birdie is an actual Street Fighter 1 character. You get up to him, he's like the third to the last person before you get to Adon, because Adon is an original character too.
And Jin is the old man.
Jin is the original character. Yo, Birdie, he'd be like, hit you 3 times, you're dead. He'd be like, come on. You got, it is so hard. Like,
I played that joint before, because on that joint, you can only play as Ryu and Ken.
Exactly.
You can't play as nobody else.
It's not even Ryu and Ken. It's USA or Japan. They don't even have names in there. But when you get up to Sagat, because he's the last fight, he's the boss in there.
Okay.
His freaking Tiger uppercut will take half of your energy.
What?
Yep.
If he'd be like Tiger, you be like, your energy goes.
Come on, man.
I'm like, yo. That game is mad hard, yo. It is mad hard. But I and the only saving grace about that, you get on PlayStation 4, it saves the spot where you was at. So if you die, you can say like I'm on Birdie. I can't beat him, but I saved at Birdie. So I can keep going back there. But the junk is hard. It's super hard. So
right. Okay.
But let me tell you something real quick, Fox.
Go ahead.
I'm a fan of that Street Fighter animated. I mean, that was a dark and sick movie. But I'm gonna tell you like this.
Chun-Li topless. I mean, it was graphic.
Yeah,
Oh,
yo,
you know?
Eric, yo, you remember being a kid and they're like, yo, Chun-Li's topless, and yo, what?
And I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna tell y'all, the scene was worth it. It was worth it. But I'm telling you, Pop, this right here is tied with that. I'm gonna tell you like this.
I'm gonna tell you my favorite scene. Okay. And me and my brother, okay, my brother, he's my half brother. He's got light colored blonde hair. Okay, so I was Ryu, he was Ken back in the day. Okay, it's just the way it was. It's the way it was. So what the part that gets me, the whole movie's good, but when Ken is sitting there and he's charging up his Hadouken, and he's like, and the camera's close on his eyes, and Ken's like squinting. He's like, "Let's finish this," and he's just, and the camera backs up, and you see he's just lightning all over him, and then Ryu is coming down because he just kicked Bison in the face, and they're both side by side just charging up, and then they unleash at the same time. And that's just badass.
I got you ever watch? Let me tell you something that's a good thing to watch too, which is actually one of my first animes I started collecting was Street Fighter 2 V. This one it was a different take on the Ryu and Ken background. But it starts with them at 17 years old. And then you see their journey as they learn all the stuff. Like the way they did it in this one, they didn't make it that they learned everything from Goken. It's like they learned something from Sagat. They learned something from God.
I ain't never seen that one.
It's about 13 cassettes. I have the cassette, so but yeah, he actually learns the Hado power from this old man. And he's like sick. He's in the mall. He's like, "Are you all right, old man?" He said, "I just need some fresh air. Take me over here." So the old man sits down, and he just start going like this, and then he puts the ball and he eats the energy because remember the Hado is life energy,
right?
So he takes the life energy and he uses it and it gives him energy to live. And then he tried to show Ryu this, and when Ryu does it, his natural talent, he goes ha. And he makes the flame come out. He flickers the flame. He says, "I got something for you." So he told him to go search the world, and he found Dalsim. Dalsim knew different versions of Hado. He knew how to stop it. Basically, they made it more realistic, like it's part of your chakra and all that stuff like that. And
right.
But it's really good. It's really good, and it's very similar to that. Like they had a lot of Street Fighter movies back in the day. They really didn't get as much props as they should have.
Yeah, and I like the first. I think it was Alpha was the first one, or was it
Generations?
Generations?
Yes, Alpha. Yeah.
Alpha
Generations was good, but Alpha was the better of the two.
Yes.
Now, the one thing I like about Generations is when Goki fought Goken. No, Gotensu. Sorry, when he fought Gotensu because he didn't fight Goken yet. He fought Gotensu. That's when he turned to Akuma and he like the demon inside of him. And he's like, die, Goki. He's like, I will not die. And you see the demon coming, like, ah, and then and then he blows the planet up, and you see the heaven sign come up in the air because you know that symbol means heaven. Right. That means 10.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that actually.
Yeah, that symbol means heaven. So basically, he's sending you to heaven. That's what that means. So that's what that means.
But you know what?
When he does
I never liked the Alpha in Generations. I guess because they never hold the flame up to that Street Fighter animated.
Yeah,
I know, man.
I like Alpha, but Generations, the beginning of Generations was dope.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, the beginning of Generations is very similar. It's like they took that and made that into that Street Fighter's Assassin Fist because it had that same feel to it.
I'm gonna tell you what stood out to me though about that Street Fighter animated though. It was even the outside scenes of the fighting. Like remember when Ken was driving with his girlfriend in the car?
Yes.
They were jamming that.
Yeah.
And they were jamming that song. I forgot the name of the song, but I used to jam that all the time because of that that scene. And I just like
Alice in Chains.
Alice in Chains.
Oh, he was in Alice in Chains. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
He was listening to Alice in Chains, and he had a lot on his mind. I think he was thinking about Ryu. And his wife asked him, she said, "What's wrong with you? Got a lot on your mind?" And then all of a sudden he said, "Will you marry me?" Yeah. And she was like, she said, "That's a lot to be thinking about right now." He was like freaking and just kept grabbing. And I was like, I've never seen that in the cartoon before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, if you play the games, right? Because I have Street Fighter 5 and Street Fighter 5, which is a slight disappointment to me. The one thing I didn't like about Street Fighter V is that they took away the Metsu Shoryuken. That is supposed to be Ryu's actual strongest move, not the fireball. The Metsu Shoryuken is what gave Sagat the cut in his chest. That's
the uppercut.
The uppercut.
Yeah,
Right.
It's not just the regular Shoryuken. It's the Metsu one when he taps into the.
But I thought that was.
dark
I thought that was. I thought that was Ken.
No.
I thought Ken was the strongest at the uppercut.
No,
Ryu
Ken's got
is
the kick. Ken's got the kick.
Ryu is the strongest. He's actually technically stronger than Ken, but Ryu he's a little. If you play the game, when you play the game, especially when they started doing different versions of the game, you can see the difference. Ken is fast. Ryu is slow, but he hits you harder.
Yeah.
So, but when Ryu does the Metsu Shoryuken, that's really what gave Sagat the cut in his chest. So that's actually his strongest move. In Street Fighter 4, he has it. In Street Fighter 5, he does it. As a matter of fact, in Street Fighter 5, they have a new character called Kage. Kage is basically Ryu expelling the Dark Hado from him, and it manifested itself. And that version of Ryu can do the Metsu Shoryuken. And he actually does it like the Raging Demon. Like he goes, show, and the screen goes black. And then Shoryuken, and then when he comes down, he basically he does the heaven sign to you. So it's actually pretty dope. But the one thing about the Street Fighter V, it actually has all of the versions of Street Fighter in it, even though you can't play all of them. Like you can't play the actual version, but it has them in chapters. And Street Fighter 3 is actually Street Fighter 6. Did y'all know that?
I did not know. He's Third Strike.
Yep, Third Strike is actually. That's why when you play Third Strike, nobody else is in it. That's actually Street Fighter 6 chronologically.
Yeah, because Japan
Alpha games. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
Japan do that type of stuff.
Not even, because what it was is that when you play Street Fighter 5, right? You see them introduce what's his name? Gil. Gil is actually the boss in Street Fighter 3. So that just shows you how it actually goes. So if you was to do it chronologically, Street Fighter 3 is actually Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, because I know Japan
in
do
5,
that weird stuff. Because like
5,
you said, Bison name ain't Bison.
It's Vega.
It's Vega.
The reason they changed it because Mike Tyson had that issue.
Yeah, because Balrog
was supposed to be in Bison.
Yeah, exactly.
He's supposed to be in Bison. So the thing in Street Fighter 5, Bison actually gets killed for real. They get rid of him for real. That's why Street Fighter 3, in Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, Bison's not in it. Because they kill him in Street Fighter 5. And that's why Gil wants to get rid of Bison so he can take over the world. Because Gil is part of the Illuminati, he's basically immortal. So you can't really kill Gil. So he wanted to get rid of Bison because he's basically taken away from him taking over the world by him doing what he's doing. So that's basically it. I know I gave you some spoilers, but
bro, it's a dope shirt out there that I've been looking for all over the internet and can't find. I only seen it once, but it got Vega with his claws out, and then in his claws you can see Wolverine. Wouldn't that be a dope fight though? Vega versus Wolverine.
Man,
Wolverine is winning. Wolverine's winning.
Vega.
He wins.
But that would be badass to see them go after
claws.
Yeah. Remember that movie not the movie, but the episodes I was telling you about with Vega, the Street Fighter 2V?
Yeah.
In that version of it, Vega is actually a bullfighter. That's why he's so strong.
He's from Spain.
Yeah, he's a bullfighter.
That makes sense.
Peep this though, before we get to the next topic. Did y'all ever see that Street Fighter cartoon, that Saturday morning cartoon?
Oh yeah, it was trash. I remember that.
That show was dope.
It was trash. You know why I didn't like it?
Dope.
I didn't like it because they focused it on Guile. It was never Street Fighter was really about Ken and Ryu.
Well, that's what they did with the Street Fighter Jean-Claude Van Damme movie too.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah,
that's what it was based off of, basically.
Well, before we move on, I wanted to actually let's look at some Dragon. We got kind of off topic, but that's what we do. We do. We get
stuff. Yeah.
No, that's all right. I'm enjoying this. We need to have a separate Street Fighter stream, I guess. But I wanted to actually show you. Damaj and I, have you seen this? It's Dragonball Kakarot, the new game.
Oh, the new game? I've heard of it. I didn't check it out yet. I still haven't gotten on my DLC for fighters. I got to get my DLC.
Oh, we're going to talk about that too because I got the second pack, the season 2 pack.
Oh yeah,
and everybody's come out except for the last one, which is Brawly. But we'll get to that in a second. Let's start with Kakarot first. I'm going to share my screen here real quick. And this just came out recently, actually. I don't know if it was today. It might have been yesterday or the day before, but
when this live stream is over, bro, I'm gonna watch that Super Saiyan video again.
Man, telling you what, hey, listen, the Senate has already made a meme, and I just retweeted it.
He did? Oh yeah. I gotta see this.
Yeah,
I retweeted it too.
Yeah, you made it. Okay, here we go. Here's a Dragon Ball Z Kakarot trailer. Here we go.
Peggy 12.
I love that part when they turn to Gogeta.
Mm-hmm.
This looks like it's gonna be a world-based game.
Oh yeah,
I think it's an MMO. I think.
Yeah.
Or RPG. Sorry, not MMO.
I always love that Gohan suit when he was in all black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super Saiyan 3. Go Tank.
They always crack me up them too.
Come on, man. That looks awesome.
Yes, it does.
There you go.
That's nice. You know, I just thought of something when you was talking about real quick when you was talking about a mashup t-shirt. I remember back when I was in high school, the dopest mashup t-shirt I ever seen. It had the Joker, and Gambit playing cards. You see the Joker with the gun. And you see Gambit with the Ace of Spades, and then yo, that was the dopest shirt I ever seen.
I'm not trying to get off topic, but I really wanted that Gambit movie to come out with
yeah, me too. Channing Tatum.
It was gonna be trash. It had to be because they kept pushing it back every year, and then all of a sudden they said it's not happening.
Right.
Gambit is if y'all don't know Gambit is the dopest, one of the dopest X-Men characters, in my opinion, top 3.
You want me to tell you? All right. Speaking of X-Men, I know we just touched on something, but you remember the '90s cartoon back in the day?
Oh yeah, that's my ish.
The dopest episode was when they was in the fighting Master Mold, and they was in the Sentinel headquarters.
Yeah,
and you see they inside the thing, and Gambit and Wolverine is there, and then the Sentinels come like this, says, "What is that?" He said it appears to be an Ace of Spades, and it blows up.
Yeah, bro.
And you see Wolverine in there. You see the light. They basically did like you see them fighting. They flash. You see all the Sentinels broken up, and then Wolverine gets freaking knocked out, and you see Gambit pull him out. Yo, that was a dope. They don't make cartoons like that, man.
Bro, that X-Men animated Fox is what molded my life, bro.
I used to tape that every Saturday. I not only watched it, I taped it.
As a child, when you had them fights between Wolverine and Sabretooth, bro, my heart would beat. I was kind of scared watching that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and it talked on, and I don't know, it touched on real world themes.
Yeah,
you remember when Nightcrawler was a Christian, right? He was a Catholic, right? Yep. And you remember that scene at the end when because throughout the whole episode he was talking to Wolverine about it, And at the end, you see him. He's actually sort of come to terms with it, and he's sitting praying by himself. Yeah, I mean, whether you're religious or not, to see that type of story in a cartoon, it's more than just a regular cartoon. It had some depth to it, man. It really did.
Oh yeah,
bro, they put a lot of love and passion in that. The first episode, when that dude named Morph, they could morph himself.
Yes. When he got
Did
killed.
you see how Wolverine went into berserk mode when he died, when he got killed? You don't see that in cartoons no more.
You know, that's the one thing that makes me laugh when you speak about that. When they sit there and say, "Oh, this is just for kids. This is for kids," but when you think about it, even things like He-Man. Actually, a really good one was Thundercats. Thundercats was actually a what they call that. It was a almost like a TV after school special. That was the premise of Thundercats, was to teach quote unquote morals and good stuff like that. Yeah. Thundercats that's what that was about. Like, that was actually their mission statement. And when you hear people say, "Oh, well, this stuff isn't for you now," but you basically take what we had that actually had some depth and heart, dumb it down, and then say, "Oh, it's for kids." But it was more. It had more depth back when we were younger. You know what I'm saying?
The dope cartoons always had a moral at the end of the episode.
Yep.
But now,
G.I. Joe is
madness.
No one is half the battle. No one is half the battle.
But now it's just mindless nonsense, bro. It ain't no message at the end.
Yo, you want me to tell you something funny? I remember when G.I. Joe, when they said if you get hurt or whatever, blah, 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 and they had like the thing, like if you get scraped up or, you go, bandage, clean it, all that stuff. That's something I live with to this day because of that cartoon.
I mean, it applied to your life. I mean, it had some real life lessons, and it was a little bit of like military background too. Some of the first aid tips and stuff. I mean, all that,
Yeah, it was dope, man. Definitely.
Y'all know they're coming out with a Snake Eyes movie, right?
Yeah, they're screwing it up too.
They messing it up.
Yeah. They're gonna make Snake Eyes a Japanese guy. Snake Eyes is supposed to be white. That's the whole reason of he was. That's the reason why Storm Shadow didn't like him, is because he was an outsider.
Yes,
he's what they call him. Right? What they call him? They call him Gaiju. That's what they call them. When you're an outsider, he was an outsider who got the praise of the master. That was the reason why he didn't like him. But if you make him Japanese, it's stupid. And what's crazy about it, the person who made Snake Eyes was Japanese.
That's what they're trying to find racism or a problem where there's not a problem.
Yeah.
It's the depth of story. It's because actually it's funny. Race played a part in this, but it was a good thing, right? Yeah. I mean, it was a defining characteristic of him, of Snake Eyes, So let's just take that out because you might offend somebody, but you're missing the whole point.
Missing the point, and that's what made X-Men dope. Because X-Men is supposed to show us what the civil rights movement.
It was already diverse. And this is what annoys me about them making Magneto black. If you make Magneto black, I'm gonna piss on that movie. I'm gonna piss on that movie.
It was because they used mutants, right? It was an analogous or analogous. I don't know what I'm saying that word wrong.
Analogy.
Yeah, it symbolized all the injustice in the world. Everyone, every race, every person ever that had ever been discriminated against, was now just gone. They summed them up, and they are the X-Men, and so anyone could identify with them.
Because think about it. X-Men touched on that before the Avengers years later. You remember they were trying to say the superheroes are messing up the city and their powers. We don't know what they're going to do. X-Men touched on that in the beginning.
Yeah.
And that's what made X-Men dope.
Deep. It was deep. Comics, these cartoons, they were deep back in the day.
Yeah.
And it was always uplifting, though, rising up no matter what your adversity was. You could identify with the characters. It didn't matter what they looked like. It's what they're going through.
And this is the dope thing, Fox. Magneto. Sometimes he's not a villain because you can relate. All Magneto is a person who is sick of the hatred from the humans. Yeah. Because they hate on the mutants bad. Yeah. So he's saying, you know what? I got to do something about this. I like that sometimes he could be an anti-hero.
Yeah.
When we were kids, I mean, I'm sure you probably had the same people in your life, whether it was a parent, grandparent, whatever. They would always tell you that hard lesson about turning the other cheek. And Xavier was always that, turning the other cheek. always, always that. And then you're exactly right. You would identify with Magneto because sometimes you don't want to turn the other cheek.
Yeah,
exactly.
You want to just knock him out, take him out. Maybe that's the right way to go. But Xavier was always that calm, steady hand,
Yeah.
And
what was even dope about that too, Fox?
Yeah.
Sometimes Xavier and Magneto would come together. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That was never touched on before in comics and cartoons. That's dope to me. But now X-Men gonna get watered down, and now they're not even gonna be called the freaking X-Men anymore.
I'm telling you, if they don't call them the X-Men, they listen. I know you were talking about Terminator, how that's flopping.
Mm-hmm.
The X-Men will be the next thing that flops if they do what they're gonna do. It will. There's. Oh.
If you want to do this with a new character, a new property, a new movie, I think you can get away with it. I think if you're going to take something that's established, it's got a fan base, you can't then just flush it down the toilet and expect the fan base to not get upset.
Yeah,
exactly. And that's the whole point I was trying to say. Why them saying it's not for you, right? And then changing it.
Yeah.
Then saying, oh, it's not for you. But how about the way it wasn't for you? How about you leave what I had alone? Because I can flip that on you. I can flip it right on your head. It's not for you. Don't change it. How about that?
Right.
So
we were here from the beginning. We were the kids back in the day, 90s, 80s.
That's why I always it makes me laugh when you hear all these people out there trying to call themselves, tell other people how to act, think, or do whatever, and all this good stuff like that. I'm like, yo, you weren't the ones getting wedgies and getting pushed into lockers and stuff like that. I was. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because I was the geeky kid that liked Star Wars and Spider-Man and all that stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So don't you sit there and tell me about what's what. I tell you what's what.
It doesn't count now because it's cool. It's in. Yeah. You can
go that's what now it's cool to be like that. Yeah. Now, yeah. It wasn't cool. It wasn't cool when I was in school.
No.
The people who hype that stuff up, which is the true fans, the geeks, they pushing them away.
Yeah.
And now these movies are tanking. Now they're tanking.
Exactly. Because who kept these franchises alive when there was no big movie? It was us. Whether it was Star Wars, X-Men, whatever. I mean, we had the cartoons and stuff, but we kept these things alive. Our interest, our dollars, kept this going. The conventions, Comic-Cons, the Star Wars, everything. And to think you can just poo-poo on that and move forward. I mean, I don't even from a business perspective, right? You're just looking at even just a money man. Why would you do that? That don't make any sense to me.
That's what I don't understand, Fox, because I'm looking at it like stepping in these guys' shoes. Okay. If I'm a big wig and I don't know nothing about X-Men, I don't know nothing about Marvel, don't you know I'm gonna hire some hardcore fans, some people that's over these Comic Cons, people who's over these comic shops, and I'm gonna get them all together and say, okay, is this the right decision? Should I make some changes? And I'm gonna listen to these group of people, and if everybody agreeing or disagreeing at once about a decision, I'm gonna listen to them people because I want the money to keep flowing. For instance, like Star Wars, everybody know this is pretty much trash. This trilogy was. Why couldn't they get some hardcore fans that's in the industry and ask them, what should we do? I'm gonna take it like this. If they would have did the EU Luke, Leia, and Han, Star Wars probably would be making trillions right now.
We would be
not billions,
about
trillions.
9. We'd be losing our minds about 9. We'd be eating up
this, Fox.
Yeah.
Fox, how many times would you go to the movies if we had the Luke from the EU? How many times if episode 7 had that EU Luke in it all the way through the movie? How many times would you go see the movie?
I'm telling you, I would have been all over it. I would have bought tickets upon tickets. I'd be hitting matinees, early bird specials. I'd buy the t-shirt, the underwear, the pants, the hats, all that, every freaking character. My walls will be lined with it, all that. I mean, I eat that stuff up. I got a VHS copy of episode 1, the collector's edition with a little piece of film in there, and the little book and all that. We're the people that ate this stuff up for our entire lives.
When we seen Return of the Jedi and saw how confident Luke was, when he was a true Jedi Knight, we had it all the way out. We had it already fixed in our mind. Episode 7, he gonna be on Yoda level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's what he should have been.
But then when we saw him, he was a broken down man.
Mm-hmm.
you know what I thought about? Okay, because I knew going into 7, I'm like, well, okay, Luke's gonna be older, okay, you know, and Han's gonna be older and everything. And I was telling myself, well, don't expect any kind of like crazy badass Luke, you know. But then I thought, wait a minute, we got Yoda flipping around fighting Dooku in episode 2.
Uh-huh.
And
So
Dooku wasn't
maybe-
young. Dooku
Yeah.
wasn't young either, and
wasn't
neither
young.
was Mace Windu.
Neither was Sidious.
So
Nope.
I'm thinking, well, wait a minute, maybe we can have that. And eight's coming out, so maybe we can look forward to that.
Mm.
And man, we didn't.
I'm gonna mess your head up right now. I'm gonna mess your head up. It's gonna blend two things that we're talking about. We're gonna blend Dragon Ball right now and this right here.
All right.
So here's what I'm gonna tell you, and I say this all the time, and I'm gonna say this until the day I die. Right? There's no reason why you couldn't have an older, wiser, more powerful Luke. You know why? Because let's look at what we were just talking about in Dragon Ball. As strong as Goku is, he still relies on his old master. Because you know what? As strong as Goku is, he doesn't have the experience that Master Roshi has. That's why even in Super, when he's literally on a level of gods, he's asking Roshi to teach him new things.
And peep this, Dimaggio. Now you're right.
Yeah.
Not only do he have Roshi, he got a lot of mentors. What's the little dude with the antennas? I can
King Kai.
King Kai, and not only King Kai, Beerus is one of his teachers. So
Yep.
he got
Well,
several.
not even not Beerus, actually Reese's, because Reese's actually his
Yeah,
teacher.
Reese, yeah.
Reese,
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, Goku might be the most powerful being, but he still got mentors.
yeah.
You
Yep.
know,
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. There's no reason why they couldn't have an older Luke who's still. You want me to tell you something? I actually was thinking about this when we said you was going to be doing this. I thought to myself, what would have been cool if they would have actually, because remember Star Wars, the original Star Wars was based off of the Last Samurai, I think. What was it? Not the it was an old samurai movie.
yeah.
Journey to the West, I think, something like that. I forget.
That's
what
where lightsabers came from in samurai
Right.
movies.
So, what would have been cool to me if they would have said, "Hey, listen, not only are we going to make a sequel to this, we're going to take it back to its roots," and I would have had Luke Skywalker, literally like the old master, like kind of like how they did with Kill Bill,
Yeah.
and then have Ray come in there, whoever's like, "Listen, I want to get taught." Like, okay, show me what you could do, and then he teaches, and she fails miserably. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But at the same time, he still has students who's learning. Like you see them doing old school stuff, like carrying water up the stairs, stuff like that. And do stuff like that, but it's still Jedi training. You know what I'm saying? They
Make it
could have did
mythical.
that.
Yeah.
Give it that old school vibe, but still keep it new and fresh. Yo, let me tell you something. I would have seen that. Honestly, y'all can say what y'all want about the Kill Bill series. I love when she met Pai Mei. I
got that. That's
I
one of
love when she met Pai Mei.
And imagine now, peep this. This is a female-led movie we like.
Of course.
What?
I know it is. Oh my God!
You're blowing my
Heads
mind.
must be exploding.
We're toxic males, remember? We're toxic males.
Well, but listen, before we get off this topic, I want to show y'all real quick, and this is pretty quick. The screenshots for Broly coming out for fighters, just a
All
character.
right, let's peep it.
yeah, definitely.
real quick, and then
Do they have the OG Brawly or the Super Brawly?
well, that was
Nah,
I
they gotta-
didn't know, but they've actually got the OG Brawly now. This is
He looking legit.
new Brawly. I wish I had video. We don't have any video yet, just screenshots.
Now the thing I'm going to be, I know we don't really touch on this, but the Vic Mignogna thing. So he's not voicing it now. So I wonder who they got voicing Broly now.
I don't know.
He
I
look
wish-
legit, bro.
That was a damn shame. Yeah, this
Yeah.
is see when you finish that movie, Fatal, you're gonna recognize some of these shots here.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it tonight before I go to
You
bed.
see that? You seen that? Yeah, it's
Oh, you
good.
didn't see Super yet?
No,
He hasn't
I seen like I saw the very beginning when his daddy,
I went seen that in the theaters, man. I paid money for that, man. That's
I
something
saw
would-
it 3 times in the theater. I love that.
I love the part when they was doing the Gallic gun and Kamehameha together. They spinning around.
Yeah,
Like, that was dope.
man, that movie is still. I rewatch it all the time. I love.
Imagine that you seeing that AMC.
Of course, I see.
See, my AMC didn't show it, man.
Yeah.
I had to catch it like dear. I had to take a day off work, Fatal, because it was in the middle. It was the middle of the week.
Yeah.
I didn't do it on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
See, he looks ripped.
Yeah, you do. I like that though.
He's doing all those.
Yeah, I got. See now, you messing me up because I was just talking about on my live stream earlier. I was talking about the patch for Final Fantasy 14, and I'm trying to beat that. When I get done with y'all, I gotta hop on that. I gotta hop on that dungeon. They got some new gear I want, and you can't get that until you fight that dungeon. That dungeon is mad hard. I'm like, I gotta get on that. I gotta get on that tonight. So.
Bro, I ain't played Final Fantasy 7 since Final Fantasy 7. I mean, I haven't played Final Fantasy since Final Fantasy 7 and 8.
Wow. Well,
That's
I'm
how
on
long
14. I'm on 14 right now, bro. This is an MMO. MMOs don't end. That's why I love them.
We'll go to the final. We'll go ahead and step on over to the end. We can keep the conversation going, but we're going to go to the final. The final topic is going to be the Star Wars leaks. I got some leaks here. I don't know.
Tell me about them. I didn't hear about the leak, so let me know.
This Twitter leak is a trip.
Is it Twitter one? Let's hear it.
Well, no, I don't have the Twitter one. What are you talking about, Fatal?
This is the one where y'all ready for the spoilers? Okay, if you don't want to hear this, cover your ears up.
Come up, kids.
But make sure you keep watching, though. Okay, this is the spoiler. Emperor Palpatine and the Rey relationship. You remember everybody was thinking about Rey might have been a clone of his.
Right.
That's not true. Rey is the granddaughter of Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah, but I heard that before. They said that was actually part of the rumors before. So if that's gonna be, is that gonna be a solid thing? Oh baby, like when was Palpatine going around getting his groove on? When was that happening?
I know they never showed that.
Because that's a whole other thing going on. Where's his wife?
Yeah,
because I'm thinking Sidious was like Yoda. He wasn't even thinking about chicks. He was just thinking about power.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, Fatal, sometimes.
I know. I mean, I know.
Well, listen. If you want to talk about a Sith Lord who was definitely getting his groove on with freaking Jason Solo, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
He actually loved Tenno Ka, and let me tell you something. That's why I wish they would have did that because I would love to see a nice, beautiful redhead playing Tenno Ka. I mean, I don't know who they would get. I don't even think Karen Gillian would be. She looks too skinny to play her. But
I got a couple. I've been kind of scour. I haven't reported on or done videos about this because there was so much out there, and I was waiting until we got closer.
Mm-hmm.
This is some of the latest and greatest stuff that I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to go through the whole movie, but this is something, just some tidbits. Okay, so we're going to see more of that Force call that they have with each other when they have their visions.
Which is dumb because that was supposed to be Snoke doing it.
That's Force Skype.
Yeah.
Okay, you know how we had like in 8 he got Kylo got water on his hands, so there was you like, well, can they actually touch each other? What's going on? All right, they straight up do that in this movie. There's one scene where Kylo and Rey are talking to each other, another Force Skype, and she's on some planet and she was given some necklace by somebody, and he takes a necklace off her neck before the call ends, and he's got it in his hand, and he uses that to trace it. They examine it and they find out what planet they're on.
Bro, that's like they're bending time and space with the Force,
and they're across the galaxy from each other.
Bro, that is some next level stupidity. Okay.
I mean, this is coming from what's the episode? The Jedi Pasix. It's the same website that got all the other leaks right for 8.
Because from my understanding of the Force, when you using the Force, it's only upgrading your abilities. You know what I mean?
I mean, there are ways to do some cheating stuff with the Force, but literally across the galaxy.
But they're bending time and space with the Force.
But here's the thing: that was supposed to be Snoke who was doing that. They literally said that in the last movie. So now all of a sudden they can do it by themselves. Get the F out of here!
Yeah. And I don't understand it. You're going to reach through the Force and take it. Doesn't. I mean, where is this coming from? All right, you got some EU knowledge, Damajnai. What?
Even in the EU, Jason knew this thing called. It was basically like you could use the Force and almost like walk through the past, but you really couldn't involve it. You couldn't involve yourself. So it's almost like dream walking. almost. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like taking a dream, but he's using the Force to enhance it. So you could go back and see what happened during that time. But it's literally a dream, though. You're in a dream state, you know? But he knew how to do
Luke.
it.
Luke did that when he was training with Yoda, though. Saw them visions. So I can accept that. But this right here, they're literally bending time and space, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So, okay, here's another one. When they get to that planet that where we see in the trailer, they're having like a party.
Yeah.
They're going to run into Lando there. And Lando's going to tell them a story about how him and Luke, I don't know how long ago, they would look for Sith artifacts. And they were running around, they were looking for Sith artifacts. Well, turns out Lando got somebody pregnant on that planet they were on.
Here we go.
And the First Order stole that child from Lando. And he felt so bad that he couldn't protect his child. He stayed there, and Luke went on to do, So
he's Finn's dad.
Well, either Finn's dad,
in a minute, but here's another one of our heroes that is now a failure.
Yes, exactly. Now here's the thing that's crazy. I thought Jana, discount Jaina Solo, which is the new girl that's in there, is supposed to be Lando's kid.
That is the other rumor I heard. That's actually his child, his kid. Yeah.
So you got two kids, a son and a daughter.
Yep.
So when you see him running on a horseback with his sister, basically. And that horses on the Death Star Destroyer is annoying. Like,
man, I don't even know.
How does that happen, man? How does that happen?
I don't even understand. I mean, I couldn't even get that far. That's horrible. So here's another one. Okay, this one. Okay, throughout this whole movie, Rey is going to start discovering she has all these new powers. Okay. Sometime after they meet Lando, they're in underground, okay, and this is kind of a sand planet like we saw in the trailer, and they're in these caves. Well, they find out the reason there's these caves is because there's a big sandworm in there. Okay, so I guess they're walking in the tunnels or whatever. They're confronted by this sandworm, and it starts to attack them. So they're all pinned up against the wall. The sandworm is there. It's I guess it's gnashing its teeth. It's getting ready to attack, and she notices that the sandworm has a wound, a gash, a scratch, a cut. So she reaches out with the Force and heals the sandworm, and it stops attacking them.
I saw that on another movie back in the day. I can't think of it though. Where the reason why the monster was acting all crazy because he had something stuck in his toe or something.
That's like in Tom and Jerry where the freaking lion. The lion had the freaking thumb. He had the thorn in his hand. And Jerry pulled it out, and then the lion was able to protect him from Tom.
See, they think we dumb, bro.
Man, I'm just saying, what Force healing?
Can we pretty much say if these leaks are right, and I think they right, bro.
They probably are.
This one gonna be worse than Last Jedi, which I didn't even think could be possible.
I'm only halfway through my list, and my list is only just like the first two parts of the whole movie. I couldn't even get to the last part. There was some stuff out there, but I couldn't verify it. Force healing. I mean, this is not Dende from Dragon Ball. I mean, you just can go up and just heal somebody. I mean, what is that? I've never even heard of that.
There is such thing as force healing, but it's usually for yourself.
For yourself, not to reach out and heal someone like across the room. Like, oh, I see you got a hangnail. Let me fix that. Whoop, let me fix that for you.
She's the Messiah.
I guess she is.
She's the Messiah, bro.
Turning water into wine.
I mean, she don't even train.
Well, that's the thing. She doesn't even know how she gets these powers. It's not like she trained and Leia taught her.
And that's the one thing, and not to cut you off. This is the thing that annoys me too, because they keep saying that she is a chosen one. Well, let me tell you something. One of the chosen ones had to get 15 years of training.
Yeah, because Anakin though.
He had 15 years of training.
Anakin had a higher calorian count than Yoda. His count was higher than Yoda. He wasn't even displaying no powers. The only thing he was displaying was reaction time. Yep. You know what I mean?
That's it.
And that's with Luke. Remember, before Luke even started training, he had the reaction time.
Luke had reaction time too. That's the same thing. Let me tell you, I'll take it even further. Almost every EU, Darth Bane, right? Darth Bane, one of the Sith Lord who made the Ruler 2.
Yeah.
He didn't know he was force sensitive until he found out. Like his father used to be abusive, right?
I read about
And-
Darth Bane. He killed
he
that
was
dude
like-
in that. He killed that dude in that bar.
And he was like, he said he was sitting there. His father beat him up. He said, "I hope you die. I hope you die. I hope you die. I hope you die." He was saying that in bed, and his father died.
Yeah.
Because he used the force inadvertently. He didn't know what he was doing, but even him, it took training. And when he killed that guy in the bar, that's when he said he had to run. He went and joined the Sith Empire. But even with him, his reaction time was higher. So like, you ever played Mass Effect?
I haven't. No.
No. Well, in Mass Effect, Shepard has a move where you can slow time down, and you could just aim better, and basically, that's what he did. He would slow time. He didn't know he was doing it, but he was slow. He was actually reacting so fast that time looked like it was going slow. But that was just him using the force without knowing it. But you got people like the Broom Boy picking up the freaking broom with no freaking training. You can't do that.
He just felt like it.
Now let me tie in. Okay. Imagine that you brought up Kill Bill. Now remember when we watched Kill Bill 1 and 2, she was the coldest, right?
Yep.
She went up in that room and killed all the crazy 88s. But peep this. This is how we got on her side. Remember at the very beginning of that movie, what did we see her doing?
She got beat.
Yeah.
She got beat down.
Yeah.
Bloody. We was already on her side. Why did they beat her down so bad? Why did they kill her? We understood. Ray, she don't have any struggle. She's just perfect and she powerful, and we can't relate to that.
What did I say at the beginning of this stream? I said, listen, Hollywood, your villain has to be powerful. Your antagonist has to be powerful. Not necessarily strength, not necessarily intelligence, but one of those things have to be above your protagonist in order for them to go over them. Right. They have to have something to jump over. If they have nothing to jump over, they just run a roughshod over. Listen, when she beat him, and I'll say it again, she beat him without, and they even said it in the damn movie. Yeah, says it. He says you lost to somebody who never held a lightsaber. They said it. Like it's not even like they trying to brush it over. They literally called it out in the movie. And then they say we are the bad guys for bringing it up. They brought it up in the goddamn movie.
Oh God. Well, let me break your heart some more.
Oh man, I'm getting upset.
So, all right. At some point when they come out, when she comes out of the hole after she healed the worm, the First Order is there. They found the location because remember Kylo took that necklace off her, so she knows where she is now. So they come out, their ship's there, and Chewbacca's been captured, and he's taken into a personnel character, a prison transport vehicle, and he's starting to fly away. So Rey sees that, uses the Force to grab the ship. Right, she's gonna pull it down, like Force Unleashed. Kylo sees this. And he's like, no, I don't think so. So he uses the Force, and so now they're having a tug of war, like what they did with the lightsaber, but with the transport ship. It's going back and forth and back and forth. Okay, Kylo's winning the tug of war, and Rey knows it. So she just, I guess, freaks out and gets angry, and lightning shoots out of her hand and blows up the ship that Chewie's on.
Now peep this. It's two things that went wrong. One, they did not watch Empire Strikes Back, and I'm going to tell you why. What was Yoda doing when he was lifting up that S-Wing? He looked like he was struggling a little bit, didn't he?
Yep.
But these two freakers could just do it with ease. You know what I'm saying? Second off, Rey kills some legacy characters. So you make us hate her even more than what we do now? It's over for them.
You all right, brother? You okay over there, man?
No wonder Daisy Ridley and what's Finn's real name, acting name? I mean, whatever his name.
Boyega.
John Boyega. No wonder they
yeah.
talking trash like they ready to be done with this film because they know the backlash is coming.
Bro,
Derek?
if that happens, I think I might throw my soda at the theater. I think I might just throw it right at the screen. Oh my God!
This is the most current, up to date, double checked leaks that I've found.
I'm telling you, bro. It's already enough. They kill Han, and I understand Harrison Ford didn't want to be in the movies, but that still was a shocker to us. But if you kill Chewie, bro, and Lando, hey, pull out the torches and the pitchforks now.
I mean, also, they go into a little bit about the C-3PO thing, okay? C-3PO can read the Sith dagger. He can read it, but he can't give him a true translation. It's beyond his programming. So they go somewhere and they say, okay, listen, we can do it, but I got to hardwire him or whatever. They got, you see the little thing in the trailer where he's got the wires go through the back of his head, and the technician's like, listen, I can do this, but it's going to wipe his memory. So C-3PO volunteers to take the hit and do it. And in the movie, when you see him with the red eyes, that's because he's rebooting. So we'll get him, but he will have no memory of anything before that point.
Well, good for him, because I won't want to remember none of this crap either.
I mean, he's going to lose everything. I mean, because he was in every movie.
Yeah,
So
but they don't.
movies.
They don't mind wiping poor C-3PO so many times, man. I mean, this is just so disrespectful. And then on top of that, they had the nerve to have that trailer saying, "You are my friends."
So then, I know I'm making anything any better, but we're gonna keep going. Okay, so of course Rey and Kylo have another fight, and Rey wins, and Rey takes her lightsaber. She either takes her lightsaber or his lightsaber, I can't remember, and actually stabs him in the chest with the lightsaber. Pulls the sword out, the lightsaber out, right? He's sitting there dying. And she says, I'm not going to be like you. I'm not going to go to the dark side. And then she uses her force healing powers and heals him.
Hey.
And then he's hobbling back to the ship. Just got beat, but healed, He sees a vision of Han Solo, and he tells him it's never too late. And he decides to throw down his red lightsaber.
Hold on.
Comes back.
Hold on, Fox. You just said something big, man. You kept going. So you telling me now Han Solo is coming back as a Force ghost?
They say vision. So I don't know if that's a Force ghost, but he appears to him. And in the Star Wars universe, that only happens when you're a Jedi and you become one with the Force and you are a Force ghost.
Star Wars is now dead.
Yo, it's over.
It's over.
It's over.
It's over.
Honestly, I can't wait to December now. I want to see this for myself. It's not, and you know what I want to do? I'm not even going to, I know World Class is going. I know Ethan is going. I'm not going to listen to anybody. I want to go there with a fresh, clean slate. I want to see this. And I'm telling you right now, when I leave this place, if this thing is even 5% of these leaks, I'm going to go live that night and I want to spill the beans on everything. And I want to say from this point on, I don't care about The Mandalorian. I don't care about Dan and Dave. I don't care about what Kevin Feige got. I don't care about what George Lucas has, because George Lucas should have never effing sold it. I will go that day, purchase all of my EU novels that I can purchase, and I will never do anything with Star Wars again.
Bro, he should have sold it to Universal or something.
He should have kept it for his kids. I would have put it in my will and testament. This cannot go anywhere but into somebody with the last name Lucas from now till 2099.
And I don't understand about George Lucas. George, this is me and you talking, because I know you watching.
Oh, yeah.
This is what I don't understand, bro. Why did you sell that for? All you had to do was keep it and have somebody under you.
Exactly. That's all he had to do.
You didn't even have to work, bro. Just let them do it, and you collect the check still.
Yep.
Did they put a gun up to your head? Did the mafia come to your house?
That's what they probably did.
Because I know Disney got the mafia, man. I know they do because they dirty.
Yeah.
If the mafia people came up to your house, I understand, bro. But still, you should have put up a fight for your baby.
George should have had his own team anyway. Like, yo, I would have been like,
that's what I'm saying.
You want to go to war? You want to go to war? We go to war.
Bro, why do Tyler Perry, the dude that make the freaking Madea movies, got his own studio? Come on. He could have had it all locked down and could have been making money for his great grandchildren.
Yep.
Like I said, I would have kept it. I said nobody put it in my will and testament. From now to the year 3000,
and
this
then
can never leave
Kennedy
anywhere.
gonna look that man in the eye. She gonna look that man in the eye and say, "Yeah, we're gonna take care of this.
Yeah.
We're gonna do right by these characters." You are freaking lying.
Yep.
This is trash, man. This is disrespectful to the fans, bro. We looked up to these characters, and sometimes we thought we were them characters. Bro, you know how bad sometimes I want to cosplay and put on a Lando suit with that badass cape? That cape is fooling me, bro. Bro, he was a superhero without being a superhero. And his magic powers was macking women and flying ships and being a shiesty dude. But I like that about Lando because he was unpredictable. But still, this sucks.
He was smooth. He was a badass. I mean,
He
all
was
these
smooth.
characters.
Let's picture a smooth dude with a cape on.
Yeah, just
First off, when you think about Lando, the first thing I think about is when the first thing you see him, what did he say? He said, "Hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing? What do we have here?
What do we have?
What do we have here?" That was me. That was me. Because let me tell you something. Even as a little boy, I had a thing for Carrie Fisher. I thought she was just gorgeous. I was like, "Oh my god." You know. I mean, and I actually, you know, the funny thing about it is everybody rants and raves about the slave layer. I thought she was great in all of them. Honestly, the slave layer was just like me. I'm the type of I'm a little weird like that. I like it when a woman's kind of dressed up a little bit, and then you gotta imagine it. You know what I'm saying?
No. In that for episode 4 when she's in that white thing.
Yes.
Little tight in some areas, you know. Yeah, a little imagination.
And the she wasn't too much. Like when she was, you know, being bossy and stuff to Han Solo, we enjoyed that though because it brought something to the film.
Well, she wasn't like that all the time. In the heat of the moment, you know what I mean. She got on him, you know.
I know, but when you saw Leia in some serious moments, she was like a little baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She listened and she did what she had to do. She was caring. She wasn't bossy and powerful throughout the whole movie, no. But we understood she was strong, but she also had that tender moment. She had that soft moment. But this right here is trash. Was that all the leaks?
That was as far as I could go because the whole third act is just crazy and I couldn't lock that down. But that's just, I mean, now, and they do say later on they find out that Chewie's alive, but at that point it's like, I mean,
who was alive?
Chewie.
Oh, Chewie's alive. Oh,
okay. What about Lando? Was Lando in the ship?
No, Lando was not in the ship. Lando was not in the ship. No, just Chewie. So how he's still alive, I have no idea. But the point, I mean, the point is just completely. You know, she is so insanely overpowered that she's just without even acknowledging what she doesn't even know what she's doing. She's shooting lightning out, blowing up ships, having a tug of war with Kylo. They're just double and tripling down.
How are they that strong, bro?
I don't know.
Is they tussling with the Millennium Falcon?
This is a prisoner ship that's in flight. The thrusters are, you know, it's flying, and she's able to grab it and stop it.
Everybody saw Empire Strikes Back. Yoda did not lift that S-wing easily with the Force. He was like,
and it was just in
you
the
know
mud.
What I'm saying?
It wasn't like thrusting, flying away.
Let's get something straight. If y'all really wanted to do anything like that, you should have had Vader grab the freaking Millennium Falcon when it was on Hoth.
There you
if
go.
That was the case. If that was the case, that's what it should have happened.
Yeah.
And that's what I liked about the Force, though. It wasn't too much. You know what I'm saying? It was just enough. You know, maybe they jump higher.
When you wanted to
maybe they grab for their lightsaber that's far away. But now they doing too much with the Force.
When you saw OP Force powers, it was in the games, and it was acceptable for the games because you wanted the games to be a little more.
It was
flashy.
a game, exactly.
Yes.
It's supposed to be a little flashy.
Yeah.
But when you talk about the movies, no. Like, all right, I'll tell you like this here. Now, had they said, okay, you're going to see Luke Skywalker do a new power, right? And that was the whole thing. Remember that whole thing when the Last Jedi came out and said, Luke Skywalker's going to do a new power. And I'm thinking to myself, well, what are they going to do? Are they going to have him do like a freaking Force, what was the thing that Starkiller did?
The explosion?
Force? Yeah, I said, is he going to do the Force explosion? What is he going to do?
Yeah.
No, it was the Force decoy power. Which, by the way, that's not a new power because he did that in the EU a long time ago, and he did it way better, and he didn't die from doing it. So, yeah.
Yep.
But, bro, if you really think about Star Wars, and I'm just talking about the movies, not the EU, they only use the Force kind of like when they was in a distance from each other. But most of the time, they throwing down by lightsaber, like Phantom Menace, for instance. When they was fighting Darth Maul, that was straight lightsaber fight. Obi-Wan only used the Force when he jumped up, when he was stuck on that cliff or that balcony or whatever, and he jumped up and grabbed that lightsaber. That was really the only time they used the Force. Or they used the Force when they was opening that force field too. I'm
glad Mad said this because I couldn't say this because I'm a man. I'm a toxic male. She said PMS powers. That's how she pulled it. That's why she did that.
Here's one thing I want to say too. Another thing about that. These lightsaber fights
are trash.
Trash.
Yeah.
There's no intensity at all in these freaking fights.
They're just swinging wildly. They're not.
Like you see Ray and him like ha ha ha.
Like they're chopping trees down.
Like all this is open, all here.
Like, it's almost like Barry Bonds as they fight choreographer.
That's like the thing was crazy was like everybody remembers the disappearing knives when they fought the red soldiers.
Oh yeah,
Bro, you watched that fight.
This was gone.
They killed
Ray. Should have been dead. She should have been dead. All this right here is gone.
They killed Ray so many times in that throne room fight, bro. They killed her a whole bunch of times because they slowed it down.
Yep.
The thing that's crazy about it is if your bar is Darth Maul versus Obi-Wan and Anakin, that's your bar. Nothing can go underneath that bar. And everything they've been doing is underneath this bar. Even Anakin versus Obi-Wan, that fight was so... I don't care what anybody says with them spinning the blades next to each other. I loved it. Bro, when he's like, only Sith deals absolutes.
Absolutes.
I'll do what I must. And Obi-Wan's like, he take. The funny thing about it was that makes me laugh about that. He took his belt, the thing off like his belt, like when your parents about to give you that whooping. Like he's like, I'll do what I must to get the belt out. Like I'm about to tear your behind up. and they start fighting. That fight was dope. When Yoda's fighting the Emperor, dope. You see intensity in it. Yeah. Where is the intensity? Like you're supposed to be fighting for your life. They're swinging wildly.
They're just swinging. Yeah, they'll fix it in post. They'll be all right. They'll take that out. It'll be fine.
And the other thing too, like I mean, look, I said this before. Kylo Ren's lightsaber would look cool when I first saw it. When they show the teaser trailer and you see him walking in the snow and you say, everybody's like, whoa! Everybody's like, okay, right? So, but then when you sit back and think about it, you can't fight as intense that you would fight. First off, the fighting style that they have, he basically is using a broadsword against a katana when you think about it.
Right.
A katana is so much faster than a broadsword. Yes, the broadsword will, if you get hit with it, you're done. But that katana can hit you like 50 times before you get that once. See, he can be swinging like this, right? Because he has a broadsword.
Yeah.
She has basically, which is essentially a katana because the lightsaber is like a katana. You know what I'm saying? It's based off a Japanese samurai sword. So when you swing it like this with a broadsword, she can be like...
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You got a good point.
Yes.
And let's talk about his lightsaber because I never understood this. The little sides that come out. How are you not scratching or burning yourself
Exactly.
or cutting yourself
I know
when you
exactly.
fighting?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I know people have thought about that plenty of times. And I understand he's Kylo Ren from the Knights of Ren, so they want to make him like a nice boy.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Exactly.
but still, that's
And then did you ever see what's that? It's actually a picture in there with him kneeling and the sword is ignited and he has it down like a freaking knight.
I seen that.
Right. Yeah.
Like why?
Yeah.
Why? It's a lightsaber. Why are you doing that? I mean, as I've gone on with this thing, look, and I'll caveat for Disney because I know y'all out there listening. It's not that I hate what you've done, right? I can't stand what you've done, but I think what you've been doing is dumping all over your fans, and this is the reaction to it. Had you made a bad movie, and plenty of people have said this, had you made a bad movie to say, hey, I made a bad movie, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
Keep it moving. But no, you went and you had to come after the fans. Again, like what we were saying earlier in this stream, the majority of your fans are male. And let me tell you something. Star Wars, Terminator, Marvel, all these things, you can't get as big as you are without everybody joining in. So it wasn't that it was just guys, and it wasn't that it was just girls, but it was more guys than girls. So read me when I say this. Your core audience is more guys than girls. So guess what you need to do? Cater to those guys.
Mandy Summers, just stopping by to say hi. Thanks for stopping
What's up,
by.
Mandy?
Hey, Mandy.
I robbed Mandy one time.
Did you?
Yeah.
I never met Mandy.
You never? She's exciting.
What? What did you say?
I said exciting.
She's exciting.
Exciting.
Let me see.
Exciting.
I can only say so much.
You can only say so much. Oh wow, she got 1,000 subs. Nice, very nice.
Yeah.
Mandy, I need a free comic book of Wart the Wizard, please. She came out with her own comic book, bro. And
Really?
She was on GoFundMe. I could be wrong. It could be something else, but she raised money for that comic book.
Indiegogo.
And she went past. She went past what she wanted, bro. And I think that's dope. I mean, you got your dream out there. You did it.
Yep.
That's pretty cool, man. You got to respect that, man.
Well, to put it out there like that and to say, here it is. And by the way, I need you to fund me. I mean, she put herself out there. And so, yes, it was good to see that happen.
Yeah.
So, Mandy, congratulations.
Congratulations.
I know that was tough to get that out there.
I'll stop by there and check you out one day soon, Mandy.
But Mandy, I'm just kidding. I would buy it. I mean, I wouldn't want it for free. I mean, I want to support, man. You know?
He's like, I'll buy. I wouldn't want to. I want to jack you. That's what he said. I'm trying to. He come in like this is a stick up. Get your hands up. This is a stick up.
Stuff like that. When people support each other like that, create their own stuff. That's how we fight people like Disney and Star Wars. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's how we do, man.
That's how we
do. I just think, listen, if these leaks are even, and I really think they're true, because you know what it is, we've been hearing so many, like, if it's new, we getting new, like, you know how to say we get new leaks, this new, all these leaks that we're getting are actually adding to the leaks that we got before. It's not like they're totally different. It's like they're adding to it. So to me, it's like, it's no way that there's somebody out there literally just sitting there adding to this. And it's from different people, and it's all coming up together and still added up to be the same thing. Come on, man. These things are probably true. And I tell you what, listen, I think I'm gonna go see Terminator. I'm gonna go see it because I have to do it for my channel. I want to go and do the right thing, just so I don't just go by what everybody's saying. I'm probably gonna see it on Monday on my day off. But I might save my free ticket. Cause I know I got a free. Cause I got an AMC stub. I'm an AMC Stubs member, so I know I got a free ticket coming. So I think I might just save that for the 20th. This way I don't spend any of my money. I'll spend AMC's money. They go see this movie.
There you go.
And I like I said, if it's anything like this, oh baby, It's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem. It is gonna be a problem. Like I'm just saying. Listen, now I'm gonna talk right into the camera again for Disney. Disney, I want you to understand, because I know you're listening. I know you are. Because you know the whole thing about this is, if the Phantom Menace was this little thing that nobody cared about, you wouldn't be talking about it so much. It would be this toxic thing. Because I tell you what, it's content creators out there who I know I don't like. I don't watch them. I don't talk about them because they're nothing to me. But if we were nothing to you, you wouldn't talk about us. So here's the deal. Let's be perfectly clear. If these things are like this, you have lost me as a customer, and I am in my family the sole Star Wars person, which means my 11-year-old niece, the target demographic that you wanted, you're not getting. You're not going to get her. You're not going to get my goddaughter. You're not going to get my goddaughter's son. You're not getting anybody. So that money that you think you're getting, that you're trying to do by doing what you're doing, you're going to lose just by losing me.
Well, look what Bob Iger said. Star Wars doesn't have the next generation.
They don't.
They don't have the kid generation. The kids are not interested in it. They'd rather do Fortnite. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my niece is big on Fortnite.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
She's big on Fortnite.
Gaming has turned into a monster now.
That's the key, because if you capture the old, I'm calling us old, the original fans, I guess. I won't say old. The original fans of the original trilogy. You capture us. We'll take our kids to see it, and then our kids, if nothing else in the future, will say, well, I remember when Dad took me to this. I remember when my uncle took me to this. You know, I have that nostalgia. You know, just from some association. You know, even if they're not really into it, they'll have that draw. But because now we're not even taking our kids to this, they're not going to have that. There's no attraction there. They have no way to identify with these films on like a nostalgia level or a personal level. So if they see it and it's garbage, they're going to be like, I'll just do something else.
Exactly. And what did I tell you when we first started talking? We were talking about Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. If it wasn't for me, my goddaughter would have never got involved in Dragon Ball Z because I was into it. You know what I'm saying?
The pictures she'll look back at. I've heard that little onesie, you know, and what's that about? And she'll tell the story to her kids one day. Yeah, and it passes on that way.
Yeah, and so I'm just, that's why I said I made sure I talk to the camera, so you understand, Disney, that by you losing me, you lost an entire demographic of people that you wanted to get. Because I'm basically the gatekeeper for Star Wars on my side of the family. Because nobody else is into Star Wars like me. So that's the thing that they forget. Yeah, it's for kids, but guess what? The 4 kids ain't going to see it if the parents ain't taking them to see it. Dummies. Yeah. Jesus. It's like they need rocket science. Hey, Miss Sarcastic Nerd, how are you?
I'm gonna tell you what, when Anakin killed them younglings, that sure wasn't for kids.
Oh, you know what's funny? I put that meme, that gift up too, because somebody like, oh, this is for kids. And they put up a sign. I remember you guys are arguing about stuff for kids. So I took that meme and and it had Anakin lighting up the lightsaber. You see the little kid jump. I says, yeah, for kids.
Yeah, yeah. Kids are all about it.
Kids are all about getting cut up by Anakin Skywalker. That's what. And kids, you ever tell you something? Who was it who told me that when they seen Anakin get burnt up, that they got scared when they was a kid? That's not for kids, bro.
That's not for kids. He was just. I mean, he cut his arms and legs off. His limp little body rolled towards the lava. He caught on fire. His flesh was melting right in front of you, burning the hair off his head.
That looked freaky looking, bro.
Yeah,
but you know what I always wanted to see? I think they dropped the ball just a tad bit in Revenge of the Sith. I wanted to see what was going on in that Jedi temple when Anakin came in there with them stormtroopers. I wanted to see that.
Play the game.
I wanted to see that, bro.
They had the Revenge of the Sith game. Now, mind you, this is when height of Lucas, so it was LucasArts made a game to expand. That's what I say. It's the difference between trying to explain something in a movie or a different media or expand upon it. When you play that game, you see they actually have the cutscene from the movie. You see Anakin walking with the 504 first. And then they cut to the game. And then Anakin's like, I want the codes for the Jedi Temple. And then the librarian, she says, under whose authority? He says, by my authority. And then he pulls up and he pulls out the lightsaber. He just pulls into the sword like, Klah! And
He killed the librarian.
He killed the librarian. He's like, "Clown!" And then everybody's like, "You're gonna pay for that, Skywalker." And then that's when the game starts. Like you see him fight.
Bro,
all
I
the Jedi.
wanted to see, like, as soon as he walked in, how did he kill that first person? You know what I'm saying? Did he use the Force to kill him, like choke him out, or did
no?
he just...
If you go by the game, he walked in calm, and the way he started fighting, says, "I want the codes." Because remember, the whole thing was,
and that game is Luke. That's George Lucas confirmed, ain't it?
Oh, that is Lucas Arts. That's Lucas Arts. That's the game from them. That's the official Revenge of the Sith game. What it was is that he needed the codes to tell the Jedi to come back to the temple. Because remember, they were all spread around for the war. Right. So whoever didn't get hit initially from the clones, he said, "Oh, come back to the temple. The war is over." So that was basically that's what they put. So all the Jedi that came back to the temple. That's why Yoda and Obi-Wan had to go to the temple to change the code to say stay away from the temple. And that's how you had people who survived.
Because I always wonder what happened with that first scene, and was it any Jedi who were peeping that out in the background, like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get this fool." You know what I'm saying? They were just waiting. Because that Jedi, the headquarters was huge.
Yeah. Yep. There's actually if you remember Revenge of the Sith, and you see when Obi-Wan and Yoda, it was when Yoda says, "Don't go look at the vids, more pain it will bring you." And you see Anakin fighting. You see the hologram of him fighting two people.
Yeah.
So in the game, they expand upon that. So in the game, he's fighting Sinjoli, he's basically the head lightsaber teacher. That's the guy that he's fighting in that video. Damn, and in the game, you got to fight him and his apprentice. His apprentice has a double-bladed lightsaber, which is cool. The game is good. I mean, the graphics are cheesy in today's standards, but
right.
But I mean, it did what it. And I'm really not big on movie to game to movie transitions. They usually kind of drop the ball a little bit. Yeah, the adaptations of them. But this one was good because it gives you the insight of what happened inside the temple during that fight.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a pretty good game. I actually feel like playing that now. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna Google that scene. I mean, not Google, but I'm gonna YouTube that.
Yeah, you can probably find it. Yeah, you can probably find it. It's probably there.
I've been doing a lot of that lately. I've been watching the battles. I mean, the Jedi duels on YouTube.
Yeah.
Man, that brings back a lot of memories, man.
Good memories.
Yeah.
It's daylight savings times today too, y'all. So we're gonna get an extra hour of sleep.
Yeah.
Oh,
hey, it's a funny video out there. I wish I would remember the name, but it's a music video.
Mm-hmm.
And it shows Sidious when they about to arrest him. Mm-hmm. And remember when Sidious attacks, he spins?
Yeah.
Where they got him spinning across the whole planet. And have y'all seen that?
No, I've seen that.
And he like saving the world and stuff and blocking nuclear bombs. He just spinning, bro.
Hold on.
Did y'all like the spin though when he spinned?
I thought it was a little wacky, but I get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It was kind of weird, but I still rock with it though.
I just like how he killed all those masters by himself.
Bro, it was almost like, why did Samuel Jackson even bring them two with him?
It was five of them with him.
Yeah, that's right. It was. But they shouldn't even came, bro. They would have still been alive.
Yeah, right.
It was pointless for them to even come with him.
Have a good night, Miss Sarcastic Nerd.
Oh, good night, Miss. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh yeah, Miss was on Marioki.
Yeah, Marioki they be styling. I can't mess with Marioki, man. I can't sing.
You ain't never been on Marioki?
I can't sing, man. I ain't trying to embarrass myself like that.
There you go, right there. Peep this out, Demaj. Now you for the true fact. Funny than a mug. I was watching this one morning.
Come on.
Don't you hate when they got load time like that?
I know, especially when everybody watching. They'd always do that. He killed everybody on his own, bro.
Oh, by the way, that's what I was trying to say too. They said that you had a black.
Bro, why did he destroy the Death Star by himself? Why did he destroy the Death Star though?
Oh, he's
oh my God!
Planets.
And essentially, that's what they're doing too, because they're bringing him back to be the one who do all this stuff too.
My boy so cold, he destroying planets. I like that video though.
Good Lord. That's
Imagine that. What was you saying?
I was saying they saying like how Academy Retrans had like the first, but you had a black actress who was on the Jedi Council, the one who got killed on a speeder bike.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, she was on there right there.
There's no more first. They need to get over that.
I know.
It does. Stop doing that. It doesn't. None of that matters anyway. It's already been done.
Let me tell you who's the first kick-ass black actress, Foxy Brown. How about that?
There you go.
Yeah, they made her like a comic book hero, man.
Yeah, she was fine.
Yeah, Pam Grier, man. You don't mess around. That's the godmother of all that stuff. The godmother.
They had Christian Hayden Christian, whatever. They had him at Galaxy's Edge.
Oh, with his daughter.
I saw that. Yeah, with his daughter.
Y'all think that means what we think it means?
I know what it means. He's gonna told you what they're gonna do. And the last scene of this movie is gonna have Anakin, Luke, Leia, and Han, and Rey's gonna look to the side, just how Luke looked at Obi-Wan and all of them, and Return of the Jedi. I guarantee you. I'm telling you, that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna do that. You know they're gonna do that.
But this time they're gonna have Han Solo right there with the Jedi Knight.
Exactly. Like he knows how to become a ghost. Actually, you know what? I'm lying. It's gonna have Kylo Ren there too, because he's supposed to die in this. So he's gonna be in there too. So my question to y'all is, when did he learn how to become one with the Force? You have to get training to do that. You just don't get it. That just don't happen. Even if you are strong in the Force, you're supposed to get trained on how to come back to the living realm.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna go even a step further. Kylo Ren is weak anyway, because he had training and still get beat by Rey. You weak. You weak, bro. Look at what Vader did to Luke that first battle they had together.
Yeah.
He demolished Luke. He demolished Luke. And Rey is standing toe-to-toe with Kylo Ren. And even scarred him up.
Mm-hmm.
You whack. You whack, bro. You the wackest Star Wars villain that was ever invented.
Wiggity whack.
Man, how do you have training and you get outclassed by this chick, man? You whack.
The Force is an STD.
You need to get that cleaned up.
Mads is going in right now.
She's losing it.
And then hold on, remember when Luke was about to strike Kylo? Kylo was the one that made the building fall, right?
Yeah.
But how did Luke couldn't like force bubble or something or shield?
None of it makes any sense.
It don't make sense.
No.
Luke should have just blocked that. Like, man, what are you doing?
Look, here's the thing. This is the thing that I know we've said this 1,000 times, and I'm gonna say it again. Luke, that meme that they have out there. He says, when he's talking to Obi-Wan, says, I can't kill my father. And then Obi-Wan says, can you kill your nephew? No problem. Like, the thing is, Vader, at the time, Kylo Ren hadn't done anything. When he met his father, Vader had already been a genocidal maniac at that point. He already had eliminated the Jedi. He had a hand in destroying Alderaan. He was a genocidal maniac.
And Luke still saw the good in him.
And Luke's nephew had a bad dream.
And he's ready to kill him.
He was ready to cut his head off. Taking him out right then and there. It don't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
They had Luke looking like Ogre from Revenge of the Nerds. You were ready to get it in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but you
it's
came
crazy.
out with the perfect shirt, bro. That's not my Luke.
That's not my Luke.
That's
It's
not Luke Skywalker. And now everybody say this stuff is canon. This is not canon to me. This is not canon.
These just
7, 8, and 9 never existed. Trust me.
It's not like it's. This is not up for debate. These are not the characters that we had in the original trilogy. They're just not. They're just not. And you know, to take every single one, I mean, to include Lando now, they're all failures. They're all bad fathers, and just they just shut
Leia's demoted because I still say this. How is a general outranking a princess?
Yeah,
I'm sorry. If anything, if you wanted to impress me, she should have been head of state Organa, like she was in the freaking comics. I mean,
Admiral.
If she was head of state Organa, that's how head of state or Queen Organa would have been
Queen
much
Organa.
better.
Yeah,
she should have been Queen Organa. But peep this. I know how you can say 7, 8, and 9. At the very end, you know how Marvel do end credits, like after the credits? Right after the end credits, George Lucas waking up, getting out of bed real early. I said, damn, I had a bad dream. And it just shut off.
That's actually pretty funny. That's funny.
I had a bad dream.
That right there is basically doing what they call a fourth wall thing right there. Because it'd be in his world, Joe's like, yeah, damn, I had a bad dream.
At this point, I'll take it.
Seriously, I don't know how anybody. Look, I know $4 billion sounds like a lot of money, and for $4 billion, I wouldn't even think about it. But I tell you right now, everybody right now, you got this on 19K Fox's video right now at 2 hours and 18 minutes. That if I ever make it anywhere near, I have an empire, I ain't selling ish to no corporate building company. It ain't happening. Everything I'm doing right now is for me and mine. Basically, that's what this is for. I'm not doing this for no freaking corporation, nothing like that. Screw that. I'm not doing that.
You made, and I'm talking about George Lucas, you made the #1 sci-fi in human existence. Why would you sell that? Why would you sell that?
Everybody keeps saying, it's because of the prequels. All the fans didn't like the prequels. F those idiots. Nobody. Look, when I saw the prequels, I didn't even think that it was bad. Like initially, like in retrospect, yeah, it wasn't the best. 1 and 2 wasn't the best.
Right.
But 3 made up for it. 3 made up for 1 and 2 for me. So I don't know. I'm sorry, Jay. Finish what you're saying.
No, I was just saying we might need that 3-year break from all this, man.
You need 5. 5.
Yeah, because that's what made us. That's what made Star Wars cool and sacred too. We didn't get it back to back. After that trilogy's up, you waited another 10, 15 years for that other one to come out. You know, and you had EU material between then. And
5-year break.
Yeah.
That's what Derek just said too. 5-year break.
Yep. 5-year
Here's
break.
what I'm going to say. With Dan and Dave stepping away, you got this void now, right? Who's supposed to do this next trilogy? All right, here's what you do. You don't rush. And I actually mentioned this in my video today. I says, here's the funny thing when you think about it. Disney is saying, at least under Kevin Feige, hey, we're going to hold off on the X-Men. We just bought Fox. We're not going to put them out right away. We're going to hold off on them. We're going to make sure we get our ducks in a row before we go forward. This is them using their brain, unlike what they did with Star Wars. When they bought Star Wars, the next year, we're doing a Star Wars movie. What? Why don't you take your time, build out your formula, get a formula set, then do your movie? So what I want to say, Dan and Dave has stepped away. So what would have actually happened had they still been there? They would have had to start filming, right? Start writing, start getting everything together, start filming, so that by 2022 is only 2 years away. So we're at the end of the year now. So that's 2 years away. So what you need to do is take these 2 years, get your story. Say, hey, listen, whoever's in there, Kathleen, Kevin, we're going to do X, Y, Z. This is going to be your formula for the next movies, right? You got that set. Then we look for a director. Get your director. Have your director do the script, do whatever they got to do. This way, by your third year, you got your directors, you got your movie, you got your plan. So then you have 2 years from that point to start filming, get your actors, actresses, set your scenes up, get your set built, and then in 5 years from now, we get a new Star Wars. That's what you do. So instead of being 2022, we need it in 2025. That's what we need to have it.
But do you think there's any amount of time they can wait to fix this mess they've made?
I think if they put some years in between this trilogy, I think they could come out with a good plan.
They could, but here's the thing: they damaged the foundation of Star Wars at this point.
Well, give us time, but give us time to forget about it. Put some years under our belt.
I ain't gonna forget.
Well, you're right though. Okay, it's just like we got stabbed in the heart, okay, and we survived. It's gonna take years for that wound to heal, but it's not gonna ever completely heal. But if we give it time, we'll be ready for that next trilogy. I'll put it like this: we'll be curious about what they're gonna do next. But if you wait 2 years and then try to drop that trilogy, we're gonna still be mad. We're gonna still be hurt.
I think even if you separate the emotional, even if you do that and you wipe all that away and you look at what you have to work with. I don't know how 9. I don't know how it's going to end. But even right now, I don't know what you could do, how you could work with this without having to try to go back and retcon or change something. I mean, if you just said, okay, we can't change anything, we got to go with what we got now. I don't know where you go from here.
You're right, because where do you even go after episode 9?
I don't know.
What story can you start? And I know we got Knights of the Old Republic because that's what
I don't want them to touch it. I don't want them to touch that. Because I see what they was talking. Jeremy put up a thing. They talk about making Darth Raven a female.
Oh yeah, they were gonna ruin it. Because if they mess with him, if they definitely mess with him, bro, I'm through. Because I got a lot of respect for that character. That character is super dope. He might be my favorite Star Wars character in the lore. If they make him female, I'm done with them, bro. I'm done. I will make it known. I will pull an Abu Nas and boycott. You know what I'm saying?
They mess with Luke. Luke is the foundation. I mean, like you just said it perfectly, Demosh.
Luke is the star.
That's the foundation of Star Wars. We all, as the audience, were Luke Skywalker. We went on this journey with him.
Yeah.
If they'll mess with him, they'll mess with anybody.
Hold on. So Social Introvert TV says, wait, what? Are you referring to the Raven being a female? Yes, because and mind you, this is from the leaks or whatever, or the whatever they call themselves. But the thing, their justification is that in the game, it's I guess the first version of the game, you could play Raven could be either or, right? Like because it's a made up character. You know,
man,
like
the Lord said he's a man.
But exactly, because guess what? You don't get Satil Shan if he doesn't marry Bastilla Shan.
Well, they can flip that though. You know what they'll do.
What they gonna do?
The alphabet.
The alphabet gonna get involved.
But okay, but we're talking about a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. There's not supposed to be an alphabet crew that time. That's what annoys me.
But Disney doing alphabets though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look what they did with the robot in the Solo movie.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, it's funny. Side note, you just made me think about something because you said the alphabet. Because I was just talking to my mom before I got on with y'all, right? And she does like a workout class. She does like a pool workout, whatever. And she says now, and this is over up in New York or whatever. And now because of she's like she messed up the acronym. I say I know what you're talking about. She's like they have to let anybody into the showers because it could be a guy who says that he's a girl. And my mom's like, yeah, I don't be taking my showers naked. She's like, no. This is the other day, a guy came in the shower with women. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
All logic has been completely just thrown out the window. when you're letting stuff like that, well, I mean, you just have to listen. I don't care what you say, you feel like, or you are, you're thinking. This is something that's non-negotiable, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't exist anymore. They're like, well, hey, I mean, what? And they act like it's okay, like the emperor's new clothes. Man's walking down the street naked, and everybody's like, oh, his clothes look great, you know.
Exactly.
And it takes a little kid to say, what are you talking about? He's naked, you know.
Exactly.
And we don't have the little kid anymore. We just got, you know, the little kid would be thrown in jail if he said something.
Yeah, I know, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But you know what's the funny thing about it is, you hear all of these, and I know this is I know I'm going into a different territory real quick, but we brought up the alphabet thing. So the thing that makes me laugh, is that when you're born, it's usually 2 check boxes that you have, 1 or 2, when you're born.
Yeah.
Now, when you're born now, do they have like 27 check boxes? Or is it only 1 and 2 check boxes?
If they don't,
that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. When you're born, it's either 1 check box for blue and another check box for pink. It's only 2. That's all I'm saying. The other things is just a social construct that you're making up. That's all I'm saying. You know what? Let me stop. I don't want to get you. I don't want to get you in hot water. But I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, if this is the hot water, then I'm gonna get in this hate-filled jacuzzi with you because I'm right there with you. There ain't but 2 squares that you're gonna fill out, and everything. Listen, you feel the way you feel. You've got all these other things you're dealing with. That's fine, but let's not dispel science, okay? Let's not pretend like, you know, dragons are real, okay? This is foolishness.
Hey, what are you talking about? Hold on. Wait, hold up.
Oh boy. Oh, he's about to show me a dragon.
Whenever he get up, it's on and popping.
It's. I know. I done crossed some lines, Fatal.
Hold up. What are you talking about?
I mean, come on, that's a Dragon Ball. I didn't say Dragon Balls weren't real.
Hey, look, I can summon the damn dragon.
Yeah, because if Dragon Ball's real, us 3 need to go across the world and collect them.
Yeah,
because I got some wishes to make.
Listen, you got to get 7 more, baby. This is straight from Japan.
Hey, Boma, if you're there, I need one of those Dragon Ball locators.
I need the radar. Let's get the radar. Let's go shopping, boys. Come on.
Yeah.
I want to get the ones from Namek. They got 3 wishes, so we can each have a wish.
Man, look here.
There you go. Actually, Earth Dragon Balls have 2 now. Remember that.
Yeah, that's right.
My first wish, every time I blink, $1 million end up in my bank account.
That's gangster.
He's trying to buy back Star Wars.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, like, listen, we got off on a different tangent, but the whole thing is, if they do anything like that with Raven, I'm telling you, it's over. Matter of fact, it's over anyway. I just want the 20th to come. I need the 20th to get here. I just want to see what this last thing is going to be about, and then we're going to move forward amicably. Yeah. That's how we're going to do it. That's all I want to do. I want to see what happens. If these leaks are even slightly true, hey, it's over for you. Where's my fork at?
I'm just listen. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not. It's bad. 8 was bad enough, but what they're trying to do here, it's just. For me, it's like throwing gasoline on a fire. The fire was almost out. Mm-hmm. It was smoldering, and then you're just gonna reignite this flame. It's going to be an explosion because this is the last one. You've got a shot here to try to redeem something, but if you got her pulling spaceships out of the air and shooting with lightning and killing Chewie, and this is just nuts. It's crazy, but I think we've probably gone too far. You know,
yeah,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that it's beyond repair at this point. They're gonna have to go to another part of the galaxy and tell another story.
Well, that was the whole plan. What Ryan Johnson was supposed to be doing. He's supposed to be going to a different part of the galaxy and telling a different story.
No, I want him to actually go to a different part of the galaxy and never come back. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That would be nice. Dragon Ball's what my ex does before his morning coffee.
But this is the kicker. That's why I indulge myself in this anime, because the anime, I don't know if the Marginite told me this or Per Mind told me this. But the anime, these guys don't make that much money making these dope animes. It's
No,
like
they
they say these guys making minimum wage making these dope cartoons, and that's you got to really love what you do.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? If you make a minimum wage and making these cartoons. And that's why I'm enjoying this, because now this stuff here is better than the stuff that we get now, you know, because it ain't no love and passion. It's only dollar signs behind it.
So, and there's another thing too that why you see the anime is doing a little better because they don't kowtow to the spectators.
They don't.
They don't kowtow to them.
No.
Like I was,
They don't care what people.
You know who's a good person to follow for that is Yellow Flash. He does a lot of stories about how the Westerners try to impose their beliefs on Japan, and Japan's be like, "I want boobs on my anime. that's what I want.
Look at Master Roshi.
I want boobs. You're not telling me I'm not getting boobs on my anime. That's
Exactly.
Master Roshi is the most perverted man ever in cinema.
No, he's not. I got more gangster cinema than Master Roshi.
But this is what I always wonder. This is what I always wonder about Master Roshi. Why would he see like a Playboy magazine and he see a hot chick? Why his nose start bleeding like that?
That's a Japanese trope.
That's an anime. Yeah.
Here's the deal. If you want to know about a filthy wanker on anime, this called what is it called? Testament no sister something. It's something Testament. It's in Japanese, but it's basically if you type in anime Testament, it's essentially this guy. He has a power, right? It deals with angels and all stuff like that. It's like a mythological type of deal, but he has the power of a dragon. And his power, the way he boosts his power up is boobs. I'm just saying.
Nice.
That's how he gets. That's how he, like he'd be like boobs. I'm
gonna tell you when I'm watching Attack of the Titans, this is what I noticed because Attack of the Titans is basically a war anime, and everybody one thing on their mind is surviving. But this is what I noticed about the females on Attack of the Titans: they the only ones hitting on somebody. The males are never hitting on the women. Like the women, they're like, "Yeah, you're just trying to get with me."
Because it's a male fantasy, brother.
And then the males, but peep the males though. The males be like, "Trick, I'm trying to survive today. Forget about you." That's always they reply. Now, if that was to fly in America, they would have been canceled that
Let
show.
me tell you something. If you watch that Testament stuff, first off, when I tell you this is not a normal. It's what they call an ecchi. It's not hentai, but it's not
hentai, right? Okay.
It's not hentai. Yeah. It's not hentai. They actually doing stuff,
right?
But it's they show a little nudity. Is all I'm saying, and that would never fly here. It exists. You get it online, but it's not mainstream. Basically, what I'm saying, it won't be mainstream. But like I said, when they try to impose that stuff on Japan lets them like.
Giving him that side eye.
I'm like, what did you say? I can't have my boobs in my cartoons? Go F yourself, buddy. That's what Japan says. Japan says, yeah, I want boobs in my cartoons.
Well, boys, I don't know about y'all, but I'm a little tired. Actually, I'm a little thirsty.
We almost went 3 hours.
Yeah, you've been sipping on something all night. I ain't have nothing to sip on. I need to get. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell y'all, and I'll give you this now since we in my birthday month. End of the month, I will be having a birthday stream, and I'm probably going to be drinking.
Outstanding.
It's gonna be some drinking. It's gonna be some rapping.
What?
Yeah, I think we're gonna. I think because normally on my birthday I go do a show. But I think that they're not doing the show because they just went to where did they have it? It wasn't Prague. Because the place I go to is EOW, end of the week. That's the name of the people that I deal with. Okay. And they have every year they have a tournament, hip hop tournament, and they're in like 13 countries. So they pick a country, and then the world championship is held in that country. So I think this is where was it? I think Prague was before that. It's somewhere over in Europe. It's there in Europe this year. So by them going to Europe, they're not gonna have an open mic. So normally the open mic, I usually go rap on my birthday. So being that they're not gonna be able to do that, I'm gonna do it here with y'all. So we're gonna do a little rapping.
Outstanding.
We're gonna do a little drinking. I'm probably gonna rap first, then drink, because I don't like messing up my words. So, but that's gonna happen. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you. So y'all can mark this on your calendar. What day? 'Cause I can't do it on my birthday because my birthday falls on Black Friday this year. So there's no me doing that. I'm not getting off work on Black Friday. You know that ain't happening.
Get them free TVs, bro.
No.
What's that?
Hey, do y'all ever go to Black Friday? Freak that stuff, man. Them people be fighting like wild animals over there.
He's got to work it.
I got to work on Black Friday. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but man, still, that's the game because they trick people. They'll say, "Oh, these TVs are $35," but they only have one in there.
Or
Freak
5
that
people
stuff.
killing each other. Yep.
And then I think the CEOs they sitting back like, ha ha ha.
Yeah,
Dumb animals.
So that's actually December. No, wait, hold on, because my calendar doesn't go up that far for my job. Hold on, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I want to ask y'all a quick question while he's looking that up.
Yeah.
What is your favorite Street Fighter game of all time? Mine is Street Fighter 2.
Street Fighter Alpha 3.
I thought Alpha 2 was better than Alpha 3, in my opinion, but
I think, I've always been a fan of the Alpha series. I didn't really like 3 that much, so I guess I go with Alpha 3.
I'm going with 2 because it just got so many memories. It's like the golden era of my life.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
The ones
Back when I
really
didn't have
played-
no bills, no worries.
Yeah, that's a beautiful time, wasn't it?
I had to look forward to was Fridays because I could stay up a little bit longer.
Yep.
I could play video games all night, wake up Saturday to some great cartoons and cereal, get on my bike, ride my bike. You know what I'm saying?
And
All right, so I'm gonna be doing this stream. Normally, it's gonna be Monday, Wednesday, Friday is my normal stream, my recorded videos.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna switch off my Saturday from that Saturday. I'm gonna do a recorded video on the Saturday, which is gonna be the 30th.
Are we still
So-
doing keepers?
Yeah, we still do keepers. Okay. But Monday, instead of me doing a recorded video, I'm gonna do the live because I want. So actually, Cyber Monday is when I'm gonna have my streaming party. So that's December 2nd, Monday.
you heard it here, folks, kids. Or right here. December 2nd. Is that what you said?
Yep, December 2nd.
December 2nd, December 2, okay?
Hey, I'm still trying to figure out the Majinai.
What's
You
up?
know, we had keepers last week, right?
Yeah.
Was
It's
that
all-
really Jeremy from Geeks and Gamer? Or was
that was Jeremy.
That was Jeremy?
I thought that was drunk.
I thought that was drunk too.
Yeah.
Was
For
that
sports
drunk?
wars?
I thought that was drunk dressed up
Why?
as Jeremy.
No. It was Jeremy who came in the chat as Game Sports Wars.
He came in the Sports Wars, but I ain't never seen him with that Sports Wars because
Sports
I know
Wars-
I think Drunk logged in because he's with. That's what he.
Drunk does Sports
yeah.
Wars.
Oh, he
And
does?
I've been asking Drunk this
But
every
Drunk
day.
was there though. He was already there. He can't
was.
be live twice. Well, he could if he had a different phone.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he would do that.
But I've been
I thought-
asking Drunk. I've been asking him every other day, and he'll never give me an answer.
I
He'll
said
never give me an
I
answer.
actually super chatted that on the High Council. I said, "Hey, thanks for stopping by that day." And Jeremy, he didn't say
He didn't say nothing.
He didn't say or deny it. So I thought it was Jeremy. So
We're gonna have to figure this out,
The
man.
mystery continues. We got to get to the bottom of this.
yeah,
We got to.
I think it was Jeremy because why would he give somebody random his login code? Because you gotta have a login to do
And
that.
then he said this. He said Drunk been saying some good thing about you guys. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, Drunk like to play practical pranks too.
He does.
He do,
well,
man. Drunk got too much time on his hands.
Yeah, he sure do. That's why I'm not hard on him with the prequels. He basically surrounded by yes men. Oh yeah, talking about George. Yeah. Like either way you slice it, I would have never sold that franchise.
It's just too valuable. I mean, it's something. It's gonna.
I'm telling you, Disney had the boys show up at his doorstep. They went to what's his ranch called?
Yeah, but it's just too. I mean, you got to think about your kids, right? That's the point. That's
Man,
the whole
look, them boys at Skywalker Ranch said, "Give it up, or somebody gonna be missing some fingers."
He came in. He came in and did the Godfather, cut the horse's head off.
Y'all think one day
he'll?
Y'all think one day he'll truly reveal the real reason why he did this?
I
don't think we got the real reason. I don't think we got the real reason.
I think he said that he was not. He wanted to make experimental films. He didn't have the passion to do the mainstream stuff, and he had Lucasfilm, which he just had a bunch of employees that he wanted to take care of. So he sold it off so that the movies could live on, and they could have a job.
But let's be honest. George Lucas ain't gonna put out nothing more dope than Star Wars. So keep dropping Star Wars.
Here's another thing too, right? Like you said, Jay, and I said this before too. All he had to do was sit back. He basically could have been the CEO, which he is the CEO of Lucasfilm, right? He was sat back, and I would have hired directors. Like, this is my outline. This is my outline. You make it. You write it up, but I want you to have to follow these guidelines and then go.
And you a movie every 3 years. Stretch it out.
Yeah.
Get the most for it, you know.
He could have took somebody like Jon Favreau, say, Favreau, look, I want you to be
he
the
had
head
Dave
man.
Filoni already.
That's what I'm saying.
He had Dave Filoni.
Have him and say, look here, you the man. This is what I want. Don't do this. Don't do that. You can do this, but this is yours. I'm still over you, but I'm giving you the reins.
Yeah, that's it.
What was so hard about that, George? Now you pissed off. Now it's out there in the media. He pissed off the way they did him, but it's really your fault.
Here's the deal.
It's his fault.
He didn't want to do Star Wars and wanted to work on other things. Where's he at right now? Consulting with Star Wars because they screwed up his baby.
Exactly.
And he was consulting because there's pictures out there with the last season of Game of Thrones. He was with Benioff and Weiss too. So I know he was talking about them getting ready to do Star Wars.
I'm telling you, he basically all the stuff he said he didn't want to do, he ended up doing it anyway. And he's not working on any of his own stuff. What is he working on? What is he working on in his own stuff? He's worried about Star Wars because Disney effing it up.
And J.J. Abrams, I'm disappointed in you too, bro, because all you do is patch up stuff. Now you getting ready to, now he getting ready to go to Warner's, and he supposed to ruin Superman and Green Lantern. He's supposed to ruin them too.
He's not a good storyteller. He'll ask a bunch of questions and then not solve it. You know, he won't answer anything. He did it with Lost. He's done it with everything. Look at Star Trek.
Don't let me even get on Lost.
You got Lost, you got Star Trek, now you got Star Wars. I mean, and
hey,
you're gonna go
y'all want to keep it secret? Y'all want to keep it secret?
Sure.
Never saw Lost.
You ain't missing nothing because you're gonna be so freaking confused.
I never seen Lost.
No,
I never saw Alias. I didn't even know who J.J. Abrams was until freaking Star Trek. When he did the remake.
I didn't know who J.J. Abrams was until I seen that movie Cloverfield. Now,
you know what? I do remember Cloverfield. Yeah,
Cloverfield was dope, but everybody got one dope one out of the film.
Well, but think about that movie. Okay, what did he do? You're dropped into this scenario where there's a monster, and at the end of the movie, you don't explain anything. That's what he does.
He do that.
You know what? You're right. That's the one thing. There was no explanation to that.
He think it's dope to have a mystery behind it, but it's not dope.
Yeah,
it's not dope.
Let me tell you something. The story that I got, like I have a story that I wrote when I was in college, and I actually wrote the prologue for one of my finals. In my final, I got like an A on it. And my teacher's like, "Bro, this is an amazing story." And everybody that I let read this story was like, "Yo, you're a little crazy, but it's a good story." So at some point, if like I said, when I made that little statement that I said about me never selling my stuff, that was a prequel to what my major goal is. If I ever get to where I want to be and I can make this story happen and it's successful, I will never sell this story that I'm making. It will never happen. That's why I don't tell anybody about it. I just tell you I have a story. That's all I say. I have a story that I think that people would like. And it will be something you would like, basically. That's all I'll say. And it'll have a beginning, middle, and end.
I'm gonna be real quick because I know my boy Fox trying to get out, but it's like when you was a little kid and they say no take backs. You know when you had that. You know you had that friend that gave you that toy and said, "Here you go," and then they see how much fun you having with it, and then they be like, "I want that back," and you be like, "No, you said it was mine."
No take backs.
Exactly. Take it back, Lucas. George Lucas.
I wouldn't want it. I don't want it because this is what happens. They took your toy and it broke the arm off. And
now they want to hand it back to you. Yep.
And they lost all the accessories. So you don't have the sword, you don't have the gun. So now it's like, why would I want this back now?
Yeah.
You know, it's all broken. You know, it's not what it was. All the potential is lost.
I'm gonna tell you the only way they can truly save this franchise. I'm gonna tell you.
You better than me, man, because I got no saving.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you the only way.
Really don't. I got no idea.
I'm telling you the only way it can be done. I'm not giving you a story. I'm not giving you characters. Wait 4, 5, 6 years on down the line and let George Lucas do one more movie. Just one. Just let George Lucas go in on the writing and the directing and get busy on it and then call it a night. It's over. That's the only way you could save it.
It's interesting, but I don't think George shouldn't direct. That was his biggest problem. He can come up with the ideas and let somebody else direct it.
What do y'all think about the Wills? I mean, the
Wills already were introduced in the Clone Wars, so I get where they were going with it. It wasn't like it was a surprise to me. Yeah. It might have been a surprise to people who don't follow the Clone Wars, but
it didn't sound like a good concept. But looking at what we got and thinking about where maybe he could have taken it,
y'all lace me down. What y'all talking about with the Wills?
The Wills are actually they're almost like the deity of the Force, basically, essentially.
Oh yeah. Oh okay. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they're like the deity of the Force.
I know what you're talking about. The mother, the father, and all that. The sister.
Well, no, that was the incarnations of the Force. They were incarnations of. They were more like avatars of the Force, but the Wills will actually be the thing that gives them power, basically.
I always thought the Force was kind of like this entity, like it was two entities. Like they was like God-like things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, essentially, what the Force would be, if you was to take it into a religious aspect, the Force would technically be the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, basically, that's what
the Force would be the Holy Spirit.
It surrounds us, it penetrates us, it binds everything together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is funny. I remember. I know. Again, I hate when I do this when you try to get out of here. It's funny.
I'm good now. I got some drink. I'm good.
Man, I was talking to my mom, and this is going outside of the realms. This is teetering on realism right now. So I was talking to my mom one day, and like I'm big. One of my favorite things is I guess the right word would be astrophysics. No, what's it? That's not it. Basically, the study of space. I forget the actual name for it. You know, the study of everything that's out there.
Yeah.
And the funny thing about it is when they say with the Big Bang, you know, the Big Bang is still happening to us right now.
Yeah, it's ever expanding.
Yeah, because we're still expanding out. That's why I say if we were ever to learn how to do light speed, we still wouldn't be able to see the whole universe because as fast as we go, the universe is still going this way.
It's expanding. Yep.
It's expanding. So what they say, that energy that's out there is called dark energy. That's the energy in space.
So you're telling me the universe is like, it just keep backing up?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Because we were part of an explosion. That's why one thing that what's your man name? What's the big scientist name?
I know you're talking about the black dude.
Yeah.
Stephen Hawking?
No,
he's talking about Neil deGrasse.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
deGrasse Tyson, yeah.
Yeah. So one thing he said that's actually pretty cool, and when you think about it, it's actually true. He said we are all cosmic beings, technically speaking, because if we all originated from the Earth originated from the Big Bang, and we originated from the Earth, so we are cosmic beings. Yes. So essentially, you will find whatever minerals and objects is here is somewhere else in the galaxy or in the universe because we all came from the same place, essentially.
Yes.
So, but yeah, I know that was good. But that's what basically to my story. What I was saying, I was talking to my mom about that. I said, dark energy is one of the most powerful, energies that we know about. And my mom got all serious because my mom was super religious. Say, what you talking about? I said yes, and Holy Spirit too, if you want to be happy.
Man, look at my mom.
My mom
like
gave me that. Let's say, what you talk about the powerful. I said, okay, yes, and Holy Spirit if you would. But
My
technically
mama like
speaking,
that too, bro.
yeah, but technically speaking, if you wanted to be technical about that, the Holy Spirit will be powering that if you believe in that type of stuff. So you know, but
My mama was like that too when I showed her X-Men movie.
Mm-hmm.
And Halle Berry was playing Storm.
Yeah.
And she was like making a lightning bolt show up, and her eyes turned like all white.
Mm-hmm.
And my mama was watching that. She said, "Boy, if you don't get that demonistic stuff off my TV."
Oh boy, yeah, I know. My mom was like that too. My mom don't like anything that pertains to the supernatural. But the X-Men should give a pass because she knows it's more like scientific.
Yeah.
But anything supernatural, I remember there's this movie called The Last Mimsy. I don't know if you ever heard of this thing.
I saw that with the Teddy Burger talk.
Yes, it's not the teddy bear could talk. The teddy bear couldn't talk.
I know what you're talking about. The aliens was using the bunny though.
No, it wasn't aliens at all either. Did you watch that movie or you just making stuff up?
I saw it. I seen it was a little girl and some kind of little alien entity
It
came
wasn't an
inside.
alien. It wasn't an alien. What the last Mimsy was a time travel device.
Oh,
What that was is that in the future, because this is more like we had got like a plague or something in the future that nobody could, even with all the technology they had, they couldn't solve it because we had lost our immune system or whatever. So what they did is they sent this teddy bear back in time to try to get a sample of humans, right? You know, get like a swab, you know, whatever.
Wow.
And it failed every time because nobody seems to get it. Now, what the Mimsy did was it was an amplifier. If you had the Mimsy, it would give you powers because it was actually a freaking AI device. That's what it was. It was a scientific thing. Now, in that movie, this girl had powers because she had the Mimsy. So they called in. They thought she had some kind of power or ghost or whatever, and they brought in a freaking what they call it, a palm reader. My mom flipped out with that. She's like, no,
the palm reader.
no palm reading, no palm reading. Like, Ma, it's just a freaking movie. No palm reading. Can't watch that. I'm like, okay, Mom.
That's the devil. That's
Yeah,
the devil.
exactly. She's like, no
that's
palm
like
reading.
on the water boy. Remember,
Yeah.
that's the devils.
The devil, Bobby Boucher.
no palm reading. No palm reading. I'm like,
that dude don't make good movies anymore.
I was about to say, I know it's off topic, but Adam Sandler, what happened to you, man?
Man,
yeah, he used to make. Yo, Happy Gilmore was my junk, boy.
but bro, it made me think now, was Adam Sandler even?
What happened? You might.
You got muted.
My bad, but it
Yeah.
made me think this. Adam Sandler, was you even talented? Or was you tricking me? Or was you tricking me back then?
Wait, you want me to tell you something funny? That last movie I saw with them in the movies was Funny People. That movie was so bad.
Was it bad?
Oh my god! It was Adam Sandler, Seth Rogen. It was a bunch of comedians. That movie was so bad.
I'm gonna let the cat out the bag. Seth Rogen ain't funny.
No, I don't like him either.
I don't know why people think Seth Rogen is dope.
He's kind of one note, you know. He's just
Yeah.
You know, it's just like
He
the same-
always
Well,
played a
I
high
will-
guy.
I will say this though. The top Seth Rogen and all of them was freaking 40-Year-Old Virgin, man. I love that movie.
Yeah.
that whole that was an ensemble cast for me.
Yeah.
Everybody in that movie, that was a great movie.
Yo, my favorite is Mooj, man. He like, when I retrieve the knife from my book, I cannot put it back. Should we spill blood? He's like, this is a fucking Brooklyn accent. I'm from Brooklyn.
Dope though. That runs with Seth Rogen. Franco.
Yeah. James Franco.
Yeah, James Franco actually he got some, let me tell you what movie that I seen that I was like, it was like, wow. It was basically like Castaway, but that 27 hours later.
Oh yeah, when he had stuck in the rock.
Yes, that's a true story too, bro.
True story. Yep.
Yo, I would have died.
Yeah.
I'd have been dead.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. You know what type of freaking like survival instinct to cut your own arm off because his arm was still there, bro. He had to cut his own arm off.
Hack through it, the nerves and the bone and everything.
Oh my!
Yes,
every time I think about it, bro, I'm like, Oh.
Hey, did y'all? Speaking of him, did y'all see The Disaster Artist?
I did not see it, but I know what movie you're talking about. I heard that was really good.
Because I remember, and I don't know if y'all watched Chris Stuckman.
Yeah. I used to a lot more, but yeah.
But he always used to talk about The Disaster Artist, the actual guy. Because he would come through the door.
His name is Tommy something. Tommy.
He'll walk through,
Tommy Wiseau.
And do that bad actor. They just say, "Hello, Mark."
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Have you seen The Room? The movie that it was making fun of?
I know what you're talking about. You want me to tell you the only reason I found out about that movie was Cinema Sins. That's why Cinema Sins sinned the out of that. It was so many sins he put on that. He started sinning it for every time he laughed. He put a sin every time he laughed.
Oh, hi, doggy. Yeah. I mean, that movie. It's just I found it same way on YouTube. People were making fun of it. Or they were talking about it. They referenced the movie, so I got it on Blu-ray, the original, the Room itself, and just watched it. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's just one of those things. Like, how did this thing get made?
How did it get made? Did that dude in his mind really thought he was even doing average acting? You know what I'm saying?
I know. It's man, it was bad.
He was like, I hate you. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. So how's your sex life? That movie was crazy. But it's almost like the movie was one thing, but it was all the hype around it, not the hype, but the attention it got from YouTubers or for people that just hated it and bagged on it and talked about it and brought it up, and because it's got like a cult following now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
it's funny you just mentioned Disaster Artist. When I'm just scrolling down here, I just seen the actor. It was on the thumbnail.
Oh yeah,
that's hilarious. But all right, guys. I don't know if y'all burnt out.
Listen,
I gotta get rolling because I gotta get up and go to work tomorrow.
It's
retail life, baby. Retail life. Actually, it's almost 2:00. It's about to be almost 1:00 again.
Oh, we gained that hour. We're good to go.
Yeah, we getting an hour, but
awesome.
Hey man, we got Keepers of the Force tomorrow.
I know. I was telling my brother, I said, bro, I'm going in on this YouTube stuff, man. I said, it's like I only have like one day to myself now, cause I be just trying to hop on everybody's stuff now, cause that was the thing that kind of messed me up. Is while I was closing all the time, they actually lighten up on my closing. That's why I'm a little more available right now, because I was closed. The whole summer I closed. I'm like, bro, y'all got to do something with this, man. I got stuff I got to do. So now that they kind of give me a little bit more leeway with the closing.
So when you close, that's like second shift. What time are you getting off?
Closing for me is 10:00. Well, it's actual closing is 11:00. But being that they technically speaking, I'm a salesman. I'm not supposed to be all the way there to 11. But even with that being said, what's up, Drunk 3PO? How you doing?
Are you kidding me? He comes in now.
He just shows up now.
He always do that. He'll come in the beginning, and then he'll come in right when you closing out.
He's like a sneaky ninja.
He always Drunk. No, you know what, Drunk? Why you here? We supposed to answer this question.
Oh, now, get him. Put him on the spot.
Drunk. I hope you stay in, because was that you that came in, or was that Jeremy under that Sports Wars? I need to know now. People in the chat. Get on the Drunk and let him know he need to answer this question. Last week on Keepers of the Force, it was somebody that came in with a Sports Wars avatar. Drunk, was that you, or was that Jeremy? Was that Jeremy?
He says it was him.
We need to know. Quiet minds need to know.
He said it was him. I was on Geeks and Gamers.
I was on Geeks and Gamers.
Yeah, but that's Geeks. But that's Geeks and Gamers. That wasn't Sports.
No, man, just let the hope die. It wasn't Jeremy.
Just wait. No, now he says it.
I don't have access. See, he said, I told you he don't have access.
What is he? Drunk, quit playing mind games. Was it you or was it Jeremy? We need to know now.
Swear to me.
Swear to me. Swear to me.
Rachel.
Rachel.
He said, I swear to God. He said, I swear to God. Swear to me.
Swear to me. Oh, I say
Will,
that
Will,
because
Will said,
kids just look
Will
at me
said I
like-
said it wasn't him.
Okay, well, it was Jeremy then. Pretty cool.
well, cool.
Cool.
Well, there you go. Hey, we got it solved. We got it answered right now.
Cool.
Says I make videos, but I email them to Geeks and Gamers. Yeah, I kind of figured that. I was doing that too. Yes, I can't get on channels.
There you go.
I told you that. I told you had to have a login to get into there.
Mystery solved, gentlemen. Mystery solved.
That was the Jerry man.
He said mystery solved, and I instantly thought of Scooby-Doo. If it wasn't for those meddling kids.
Oh, he said it might have been Ryan. But Ryan got his own channel. Why would he come on with that one?
Yeah, why would he come under that emblem, though?
Listen, I'm trying to be positive. It was Jeremy. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
It was Jeremy. I'm into the debate. It was Jeremy. He
It
stopped
could have
by.
been Ryan, though, bro, because he said, Drunk been telling me good things about you guys.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Yeah.
It got to be him, man.
I actually know Jeremy. I met Jeremy before, so it's not like I never met him. So he knows. I actually met him twice. I saw him in Chicago. Chicago, I actually hung out with him a lot longer than I did when he was in New York.
He says Jeremy seriously does go on a lot of streams.
Shoot, we need Jeremy on keepers, to be honest.
There you
Y'all
go.
make that happen. Drunk, make that happen. Tell Jeremy
go.
we need him on keepers, man.
Pull those strings.
Yeah, pull those strings.
Make it happen.
I'll get Jeremy on this one time. I gotta get him one time. I'll get him.
I'll do that. Yeah.
It's
Of course.
Yeah, I will. I'll do that. I'll get him on there. So yeah, what was I gonna say? I totally lost what I was saying before.
We were closing out because I'm tired.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we're closing down. Yeah, drunk is here, and he just disrupting the whole party. So anyway, once again, I want to thank the Majinai and Fatal J for coming in and hanging with me, talking about some stuff a little offbeat, some stuff that we're obviously pretty passionate about. I think we got to have a Street Fighter stream. That might be the way to go.
Hey,
Next time.
you know, on my birthday, I'm thinking about throwing a big, gigantic Street Fighter 2 party.
You know,
All right.
you know what would be
All
good?
right.
I wish I knew how to stream, because then we could have like a competition on streaming. I wish I knew how to do that.
Well, we can figure that out. We can figure that out and we can all fight each other.
Yes.
Hey,
Mhm.
technology has stepped up its game to where you can do that in different states. You know,
Yeah, I know that.
Ultimate.
Fox, you ain't
now.
Fox, you in Texas? You ain't in Texas, huh?
No. I'm in Kentucky now. Yeah.
Because you said Lufkin, and that's right by me.
Well, that's where I went to. Okay, you know where Corrigan is?
Yeah.
I went to high school there.
Dang, but no wonder me and you born automatically. We
I'm
Texas
telling you,
born.
man. I'm telling you. I drove down Timberland every night, cruising for
Yeah.
trips. Yeah.
We Texas boys, man. No wonder we Cowboy fans.
Yeah, exactly. For better, for worse, brother.
I got love for the Yankees.
You see what Junk put in there, right? He says, "Wow, boy, my show's not good enough."
What's that supposed to
Nah, Junk, man, we know you. You know it's all love, but we
Come on,
trying to
man.
network. We trying to network over here.
Yeah. If you were streaming now, they'd be on your show. Come on. Anyway, yeah. So once again, thanks so much for having both of y'all on. Quick,
Man, thank you, bro.
Damaj and I, go ahead and plug your channel. Let them know what's coming up for you. Keepers of the Force.
Keeping the Forces on my channel tomorrow. It's going to be 9:30 Eastern Standard Time PM, 8:30 Central Time for Fatal J. So if wherever you are in the country, there you go. And we're going to talk about Star Wars stuff. I know we probably covered a lot of Star Wars stuff tonight, but we'll see what we can think of that nobody thought of tonight.
Yeah.
This is like the pregame.
Exactly. This is the pregame to the main event tomorrow.
Yeah.
Mr. Fatal J.
Fatal J. Next
My
video
insect
coming up
brother.
on my channel. The next video that's coming up on Fatal J channel, Steve Urkel versus Pee Wee Herman. Who will win that battle?
Oh!
Okay, I don't know about y'all, but my mind is blown. My
Death
mind is
battle.
blown.
Death battle.
And as for my channel, look for my review of the 5th episode of Batwoman coming out. It should be up late Sunday night, early Monday morning. And then I've got my new.
You a glutton for punishment. You talk crap about me. Yeah, you like that show. Don't even lie. You got a love-hate relationship with that show.
No, that show has done more for my channel. So I love it and I hate it. And listen, I'm not gonna give you a hard time about it, but yeah, you got problems if you like that show.
Listen, I said it's a bad show, but I love the girl on girl stuff. Listen, I'm a toxic male.
I'm not saying it's all bad.
I'm a toxic male. I don't mind. I don't mind a
I
little.
never said anything bad about that scene.
I don't mind a little, girl on girl touch. It's fun. It's fun. But real quick before you get out of here, Chris is like, Neurotic never says my name right, which he doesn't. And I actually met Gary too. He keeps calling me Demogeny.
That's what I used to call you, bro. Demogeny.
Why do they mess it up? Anyway, and then I also have a new show on Wednesdays, and it's called it's called the Bourbon Talks. I pour myself a drink, and we talk about what's going on that week, and then when the drink is done, then I'm done. So
nice, I like that.
Yeah. No,
Fox got some cool little series like the 2-minute reviews.
I
love that. I keep telling him I'm gonna steal that and make it the 3-minute review.
That's all right. Take it and put your spin on it.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna do the 1.5-minute review.
1.5-minute review.
We're gonna whittle it down. We're just gonna say the name of the movie, and that's it.
I'm gonna say this movie was so and so, and it was good. See you later.
Good, bad. That's it. All right, gentlemen, and everybody in the chat. Thank you so much for stopping by, hanging with us for 3 hours.
This is fun. It didn't even feel like that, but
not really. No, I just got thirsty around 2.5 hours, but that's it. So
yeah, I got some social water I need to drink. To tell you the truth.
and thanks again for you both coming on the show. Love both y'all. Enjoy always have a good time. Always have great conversations. So anyway, everybody out there, have a blessed day or night, whatever, and we will see you next time.
Later.
Bye.